Chapter 2078. After reading a few pages, Qin lost interest in the great Tao of heaven and earth evolution technique. He was about to look for other treasures when he saw that the technique had reached the last page. The last page did not contain the technique's incantation, but a letter left behind by Chu Fan. The Kobe faction of the Eastfield continent is the biggest faction of the Divine Mainland. Their techniques are mysterious and they are growing stronger day by day. According to my investigation, the Kobe faction has branches in all 4 continents, but not all of them are called the Kobe faction. These branches are also very powerful. They are among the top forces in all the continents. They are carrying out a secret operation, trying to seal off the boundary and stop outsiders from ascending to the immortal realm. When I found out about this secret, even I was shocked. No one would believe me if I told them. However, from the changes in the North Sand continent, I can see that sealing off the boundary is not just a guess. Moreover, the West Sea continent has been experiencing a lack of spiritual qi in recent years. There has not been anyone ascending to the immortal realm for hundreds of years. I came across the immortal stone array in an ancient ruin and obtained the immortal stone in the array. I tried to ascend to the immortal realm here. Now that I have succeeded, I have left this technique in secret behind, hoping that someone can expose the evil of the Eastfield continent and solve the predicament of the Divine Mainland. At the end of the letter, it was written by Chu Fan. When he finished reading the letter, Qin felt complicated. Before he came to the West Sea continent, he had found the immortal stone array in the Purple Cloud Mountains. At that time he did not know the function of the array, but now he knew that it was a sealing array. According to Chu Fan, there was more than one immortal stone array. Every continent had one immortal stone array to seal off the boundary and stop cultivators from ascending to the immortal realm. Although Qin was still miles away from the fairy realm, and the secret operation of the Kobe faction did not affect him, this kind of shameless behavior still angered Qin. This had caused many seniors who had been searching for the fairy realm to be unable to complete the fairy realm wish in their entire lives. However, Qin quickly realized that he was wrong. In Chu Fan's letter, the immortal stone array had stopped ascending to the immortal realm mainly because of the lack of spiritual qi. This meant that the North Sand continent had become a cultivation wasteland because of the immortal stone array in the Purple Cloud Mountains. Speaking of the Kobe Gate, Qin couldn't help but recall what Gao Tianxiang, the elder of the Gao family in Snowfield City, had said when he killed him. At that time, Gao Tianxiang had mistakenly thought that Qin was from the Eastfield continent's Kobe sect and said that the Kobe sect had a system inheritance. Chu Fan's letter also mentioned that the Kobe Gate had a mysterious inheritance, but he didn't specify what it was. Qin was curious about the Kobe sect. He faintly felt that the Kobe sect was inextricably linked to the system. He even had a bolder guess. Perhaps his mother was in the Kobe sect. However, this was only a guess. Ever since Qin Thousand Shadows sect on the Divine Continent had completely lost track of his mother, Qingying, he hadn't been able to find any new leads. Rumble. Just as Qin was deep in thought, a loud sound came from the entrance of the calligraphy residence. Although the formation at the entrance was not broken, the violent movement caused the entire calligraphy residence to shake violently. It felt like an earthquake. However, Qin knew that this was definitely not an earthquake. Someone was attacking the formation at the entrance of the calligraphy residence. It seemed like Wang Lu Zhongming and the others had broken the ancient defense formation outside. Qin didn't have the mood to think about anything else. At this time, Hong Chenwu was also awakened by the violent shaking of the mountain. "Senior Qin, what's going on?" "It's Wang Lu Zhongming and the other old monsters who broke free," Qin said as he looked at Hong Chenwu. "Ah, what should we do?" Hong Chenwu's expression changed. The formation at the entrance of the calligraphy residence is also an ancient defense formation. I think it will take those old guys some time to break it even if they work together. You continue to cultivate. I'll look for other exits in the cave. If there really is no way out, then we'll use the flying cloud all to kill our way out. Hong Chenwu didn't have the mood to cultivate anymore. He anxiously followed behind Qin to find a way out. However, after 3 days he still hadn't found anything. At this time Hong Chenwu's emotions gradually calmed down. He realized that although the calligraphy residence was shaking, the formation at the entrance of the calligraphy residence was still difficult to break. "Senior Qin, is that really the ice heart flame?" After Hong Chen-woo calmed down, she focused her attention on the ice heart flame that was hiding in a corner. He came to the Nine Heavens snow domain to find the ice heart flame. The ice heart flame was intelligent. It seemed to have noticed Hong Chen-woo's attention. The flame suddenly rose, and the temperature in the calligraphy residence plummeted. Some of the walls were already covered in ice. Hong Chen-woo couldn't help but shiver. She thought to herself that the power of the ice heart flame was truly ferocious. Qin Fin immediately activated the heavenly spirit sunflower flames. But even so, he and Hong Chen-woo were still shivering from the cold. This is the Heaven Fire Ice Heart Flame, and it's a level 4 ice heart flame. Qin Feng kept waving his hands. No one knew what he was doing. Hong Chen-woo's eyes were filled with shock, then disappointment. She knew that the ice heart flame was ranked 20th on the divine continent. It was already very powerful, and the ice heart flame in front of her had reached level 4. Trying to tame it was a fool's dream. At that moment, Qin Feng waved his hand and countless formation flags fell to the ground. Hong Chen-woo asked in confusion, "Senior Qin, what are you doing?" Qin Feng set up the formation and said, "This is a level 6 fire gathering formation. I'm trying to tame this level 4 ice heart flame." Hong Chen-woo thought she had heard wrong. A level 4 ice heart flame was not that easy to tame. If she was not careful, she would lose her life. Although Hong Chen-woo really wanted to get the ice heart flame to cure her father's illness, she didn't want to see Qin Feng risk his life. "Senior Qin, please stop. We should think of a way to leave this place." Hong Chen-woo realized another dangerous situation. There were still a group of disaster transformation state and true form state almighties guarding outside. Even if Qin Feng tamed the ice heart flame, it would still fall into their hands. However, Qin Feng didn't stop. He kept an eye on the formation at the cave entrance. Judging from the aura of the ancient defense formation, it would take at least half a month to break. When all the array flags in the sky fell to the ground, a huge array disc slowly rose up. Qin Fin immediately threw 2 true artifact armors into the array disc, then said to Hong Chen-woo, "Miss Hong, throw in 5 of the immortal stones you collected." Using immortal stones to operate a level 6 formation was probably something only Qin Feng could do in the entire divine continent. Hong Chen-woo didn't think too much about it. She followed Qin Fin's orders completely. After tossing in the 5 immortal stones, she also tossed in one of her true artifacts. She realized that Qin Fin's intention in setting up this fire-gathering formation was to deal with the ice heart flame. The immortal stones only provided the spirit source to operate the fire-gathering formation. However, this kind of formation also needed a fire attribute spirit source to attack. Qin Feng had used all the fire spirit crystals he had on the flying cloud all and the 3 true artifacts. The reason why he threw in the true artifact armor was to break down the fire spirit crystals. Seeing Hong Chen-woo's actions, Qin Fin knew that this exceptionally intelligent woman had already understood his intentions. The moment the 3 Enigma Fire True Treasure armors and the 5 immortal stones were thrown into the formation disc, a series of violent explosions rang out. The 3 True Treasure armors instantly shattered and melted, but they were ignited into a ball of scorching flames. When the flame rose, the temperature in the residence rose rapidly. Some of the ice on the top of the wall began to melt and eventually turned into water droplets. The ice heart flame, which was hiding in the corner of the wall, showed a panicked emotion. The blue flame rose again and had already reached the top of the wall. However, the effect of the flame went against the viscosity and the area it burned instantly froze. "Lil Bing, I advise you to pledge allegiance to me. I will not mistreat you." When the level 6 fire gathering formation was completed, Qin Feng rushed out. There was no wind in the residence, but the flame on the ice heart flame danced wildly. It seemed to be expressing its resistance and anger. However, Qin Feng did not back down. When his figure arrived, he struck out with his palm. A ball of blue flame in the shape of a 2-petal sunflower flew out and collided with the ice heart flame. Rumble! The cave immediately exploded. The violent movement was even more intense than when Wang Lu Zhongming and the others attacked the formation at the entrance of the cave. The scene when the 2 balls of fire collided was beautiful beyond compare. The spirit sunflower was instantly frozen. The flames slowly burned in a layer of ice. The layer of ice kept melting, but a new layer of ice covered it. Hong Chen-woo was shocked by this magnificent scene that was only seen once in 1,000 years. She found that the more she interacted with Qin Feng, the more she couldn't see through him. Qin Feng was young, had a high realm, could concoct pills, set up formations, and had a heavenly unusual flame. There was no other genius cultivator like him in the entire West Sea continent. Moreover, Hong Chen-wu found that after entering this residence, she couldn't see through Qin Feng's realm at all. This meant that in the month she was unconscious, Qin Feng broke through again, and it was very likely that it wasn't as simple as breaking through to the level 1 harmonious realm. Compared to the level 4 ice heart flame, the spirit sunflower that only broke through to level 2 was quickly at a disadvantage. The flame in the layer of ice gradually dimmed. After 4 hours, it even showed signs of extinguishing. Not good, master. If we don't withdraw the spirit sunflower sky fire, it's very likely that it will be devoured by the ice heart flame, Shou Pig shouted anxiously. Qin Feng was here to subdue the ice heart flame. If in the end the ice heart flame devoured his sky fire, then it would really be the biggest joke in the world. But now it was difficult to withdraw the spirit sunflower. The spirit sunflower was wrapped in a hard and thick layer of ice. It even lost connection with Qin Feng. Qin Feng immediately took out his ruler and slashed down. A bright purple light flashed and disappeared. A loud sound exploded on the stone wall. The ice heart flame's flame was cut in half, but it quickly fused back together. Qin Feng didn't stop there. With a twist of his wrist, he instantly unleashed more than 10 attacks. This time he used the Equal Heaven faction's high-level sword technique, Thousand Thread Slash. The sword chi was as dense as silk and it enveloped the ice heart flame. Remember the website, Samwu Chinese Network. Chapter 2079. The power of Thousand Thread Slash was not great. It did not have the power of Qin Feng's full power slash. However, the advantage of this martial skill was that it could disperse the attack and expand the area of attack several times. What Qin Feng needed to do now was to restrain the power of the ice heart flame and reduce the pressure on the spirit sunflower sky flame to prevent it from being swallowed. When the dense sword energy enveloped it, the ice heart flame panicked. The raging fire was cut into countless pieces by the sword energy. It was like scattered sparks that could be extinguished by a gust of wind. However, each small flame had a tenacious life force. They were like a lonely boat in the waves of a storm. No matter how they swayed, they could not be extinguished. Not only did the ice heart flame not extinguish, but the scattered flames actually exploded with a powerful force. Immediately, the surrounding air froze. The sword energy was also frozen, forming whirlpool-shaped ice crystals. When hundreds of whirlpool-shaped ice crystals froze in the air, it formed a magnificent scene. Senior Qin, this ice heart flame is too powerful. If you can't take it, then stop. Hong Chen-wu was shocked. Qin Feng knew the terror of the ice heart flame better than she did. He even wanted to retreat. However, even if he wanted to retreat now, it was too late. Let alone the fact that the spirit sunflower sky flame was still sealed in a thick layer of ice and could be swallowed at any time. The ice heart flame was already enraged by these attacks. It actually took the initiative to counterattack. Several scattered flames fell like rain. Although they were not fast, they carried endless killing intent and coldness. Qin Feng could not help but shiver. He did not dare to wait for the flames to get close. He immediately slashed out several times. The sword energy crisscrossed and cut the scattered flames into even smaller fragments. However, it could not stop them from advancing. Master, the sky flame is immortal. Unless its consciousness is swallowed, your attack is useless, Little Pig said anxiously. Qin Feng also realized this problem. Even if he cut the remaining ice heart flame into 100 or 1,000 pieces, he would not be able to extinguish the power of the fire. However, if he wanted to swallow the ice heart flame's consciousness, it would not be that easy. This was because the ice heart flame had already realized Qin Feng's intentions. It actually hid its consciousness, so Qin Feng could not sense it at all. Rumble. Seeing that the sky full of fire rain was about to fall, Qin Feng waved his hand and dozens of array flags landed on the ground. The fire spirit array suddenly burst into flames. The flames were as thick as a person's waist. With the imposing manner of a dragon emerging from the sea, it instantly blocked the ice heart flame in midair. When the two flames collided, another loud explosion rang out. The entire cave shook violently as if it would collapse at any moment. Everyone stop. At the same time, Silent Spirit suddenly shouted loudly, and everyone that was attacking the formation outside the cave stopped their attacks. Wang Lu Zhongming asked, "Senior Silent Spirit, what happened?" "There's movement inside," Silent Spirit said with a raised eyebrow. Xia Wansher's tone was weird. "Heh. Since we are attacking the array core with such great force, there will naturally be some movement inside. It would be strange if there was no movement inside." Silent Spirit didn't care about his sarcasm and said with a dignified expression, "We have already stopped attacking, but the movements inside are getting more and more violent. It seems that the two ants have encountered a situation inside. I absolutely don't believe that they are fighting because of resource allocation. It seems that it is very likely that the two ants are subduing the ice heart flame." Silent Spirit's analysis was clear and logical. His words immediately made everyone furious. They were the first to discover this ancient cave dwelling, but in the end they didn't get any treasures. It was all taken advantage of by Qin Feng and Hongchen Wu. Now the two of them wanted to take the ice heart flame. They didn't put them in their eyes at all. Those two ants don't know life from death. If it wasn't for the ancient trap formation, I would have slapped them to death long ago, Xia Wansher said angrily. The rest of the people cursed as well. Wang Liashongming quickly calmed down and urged, "Everyone continue to attack. The aura of this formation is starting to weaken. According to my estimation, we can break it in less than 10 days. He had already taken the lead and the others immediately followed. In their opinion, as long as they broke the formation, the immortal stones and the ice heart flame would be theirs. Qin Feng and the ice heart flame had been fighting for 3 days and 3 nights. Both sides had consumed a large amount of stamina and essence qi, but no one was willing to give up first. The pitiful spirit sunflower heaven fire was frozen for 3 days. Fortunately, it hadn't been devoured yet. Qin Feng's body already couldn't take it, but he wasn't nervous because the fire spirit formation's aura was still strong under the energy of the immortal stones. Could completely help him resist for 10 days to half a month. This was enough to show that Qin Feng had chosen to use the immortal stones to set up the formation. This stalemate lasted for another 3 days. Qin Feng finally felt the ice heart flame's aura slowly weaken. As its fire weakened, the hidden divine sense also gradually appeared and was finally captured by Qin Feng. The moment he caught the ice heart flame's divine sense aura, Qin Feng immediately used the soul returning technique. This was the first time he used a divine sense attack after breaking through to the cauldron-filling realm. When he urged it, his sea of divine sense was like a raging sea. That fierce divine sense attack scared him. The silent attack had already been launched and instantly enveloped the ice heart flame's divine sense. Qin Feng could clearly feel the ice heart flame's fear and struggle. It was as if a hideous face appeared in front of him. "Don't even think of subduing me. Let me go." The ice heart flame could actually transmit sound. It was clear that its intelligence had reached great success. How could Qin Feng let go? The divine sense he released suddenly condensed into a tangible saber and slashed. "Little ice, I advise you to obediently surrender. I won't mistreat you if you follow me in the future." Turning divine sense into a saber, this had already reached the realm of small success of soul returning technique. Even Qin Feng was shocked by the strength of his divine sense. He believed that even if he encountered a peak cauldron-filling state or even a disaster transformation state expert, he would be able to seriously injure the other party with a divine sense saber. The ice heart flame's divine sense was not very strong. It barely reached the level of an early-stage cauldron-filling state cultivator. Under such a powerful divine sense saber attack, it could only resist for half an incense stick of time before its divine sense dissipated. Qin Feng immediately wrapped the ice heart flame with his divine sense to prevent it from escaping. Then he forcibly injected his own divine sense into it. Although the process was a bit slow, it still penetrated in bit by bit. After an hour, Qin Feng let out a long roar. With a flip of his hand, a blue flame slowly rose in his palm. "Senior Qin, you subdued the ice heart flame?" Hongchen Wu couldn't believe it. The smile on Qin Feng's face suddenly froze. He felt a violent divine sense jump out of his sea of divine sense. The aura of that divine sense was very familiar. It was the spiritual consciousness of the ice heart flame. Qin Feng immediately understood that the ice heart flame's spiritual consciousness realized that it was going to be devoured, so it hid a trace of divine sense in the fire seed. It wanted to perish together with him. However, it was too late for him to know this. That divine sense was incomparably ferocious and abrupt. By the time Qin Fen wanted to use his divine sense to suppress it, he already felt that his entire body was incomparably frozen. Hong Chen-Wu quickly discovered his abnormality and quickly asked, "Senior Qin, what's wrong?" Qin Feng wanted to open his mouth to speak, but his entire brain seemed to be frozen. His consciousness was quickly dissipating. Senior Qin, why is your body frozen? Didn't you already subdue the ice heart flame?" Hong Chen-Wu couldn't understand the situation at all. She looked at Qin Feng, who was instantly frozen into an ice sculpture, and anxiously stamped her feet. But Qin Feng didn't respond for a long time. His aura became weaker and weaker. Finally, he didn't even breathe. It was as if he was frozen to death. "Senior Qin, don't scare me. Hurry up and wake up." Hong Chen-Wu panicked. He tried to push Qin Feng into the fire spirit formation and burn him, but the layer of ice on his body still couldn't melt. Although the battle between Qin Feng and the ice heart flame was over, the small cave continued to shake. Hong Chen-Wu knew that it was the sound of Wang Lu Zhongming and the others breaking the formation outside. Now that there was a group of powerful beings outside the cave trying to kill their way in, and something had happened to Qin Feng, Hong Chen-Wu was very anxious. "Senior Qin, I've been rude." In a moment of desperation, Hong Chen-Wu undid the belt around her waist. Her long red dress slid to the ground, revealing her pure and clean body. She also took off the veil on her face, revealing a delicate and beautiful face. Hong Chen-Wu walked into the fire spirit formation completely naked. She sat cross-legged in front of Qin Feng, but she didn't feel a trace of heat. Instead, she shivered because of the cold air coming from Qin Feng's body. She guessed that Qin Feng had been poisoned by ice poison. Normally, the heavenly fire of the Yin fire attribute contained this kind of poisonous gas. After being poisoned by ice poison, one could not rely on external forces to detoxify it, unless the poisoned person used inner qi or true qi to force the poison out. Now that Qin Feng was unconscious, it was obvious that he couldn't force the poison out on his own. In desperation, Hong Chen-Wu came up with a solution. Her mysterious demon clan had a secret method to detoxify ice poison. It was to use the method of dual cultivation between a man and a woman to draw the poison into the other person's body. Although she hadn't known Qin Feng for long, Hong Chen-Wu couldn't just watch him die in front of her. Moreover, Qin Feng was poisoned because he wanted to subdue the ice heart flame, and one of the reasons he had subdued the ice heart flame was to treat her father. As a pure and clean body, Hong Chen-Wu was still a little conflicted in her heart. But in just a moment she gritted her teeth and hugged Qin Feng. When the layer of ice came into contact with her skin, a thin layer of ice began to form on her smooth skin. The layer of ice seemed to be spreading, and Hong Chen-Wu was so frightened that she immediately activated her vital qi to protect her body. Only then did she manage to stop the ice from spreading. However, Hong Chen-Wu didn't feel good at all. She felt as if she were in a world of ice and fire. The outside of her body was bone-piercing cold, but the vital qi in her body was like a scorching furnace. It was a feeling that drove her crazy. Chapter 2080. After some time, Qin Fen gradually regained consciousness. However, as soon as he opened his eyes, he was shocked by what he saw. He and Hong Chen-Wu were both completely naked and they were even hugging each other. However, Hong Chen-Wu's body was covered in a layer of ice. She lay quietly in the ice with her eyes closed like a frozen beauty. Qin Fen immediately thought of the divine sense hidden in the ice heart flame. He was almost frozen to death by that powerful divine sense. However, after searching his sea of consciousness, he could not find the existence of that divine sense. It could be seen that the ice heart flame had been completely subdued. "Miss Hong, wake up." Qin Fen called out Hong Chen-Wu's name, but it didn't work. He immediately activated the fire spirit formation and released the spirit sunflower sky fire. When the two fires merged, the temperature in the small cave instantly soared. The ice on Hong Chen-Wu's body began to melt at a speed visible to the naked eye. After the time it took for an incense stick to burn, Hong Chen-Wu opened her eyes. Her eyes were as clear as water, and when she blinked, they were like twinkling stars. Qin Fen was a little mesmerized by what he saw. Only now did he truly notice Hong Chen-Wu's appearance. This woman had been wearing a red veil to cover her face, but even so, her perfect figure and curves were enough to arouse a man's desire. Now that she was completely naked, it was impossible for Qin Fen not to have some thoughts about her. Senior Qin, you're awake. Hong Chenwu was pleasantly surprised at first, but she quickly noticed Qin Fen's burning gaze. Her face flushed red and she said, I saw that Senior Qin had been poisoned by ice, so I came up with the idea of dual cultivation. Please don't blame me, Senior Qin. Hong Chenwu was very embarrassed. In reality, she had already done it with Qin Fen. It was just that Qin Fen had been unconscious the whole time and she had been busy. Now that Qin Fen was awake, Hong Chenwu wanted to dig a hole in the ground and hide. This was too embarrassing. It's not your fault. I should be thanking you. Qin Fen had already guessed what had happened when he was unconscious. Hong Chenwu suddenly shivered. Qin Fen's expression changed and he reached out to grab her wrist. Senior Qin W, what are you doing? Hong Chenwu said in shock. Qin Fen raised his eyebrows and his expression became serious. He sent a sliver of true qi into Hong Chenwu's veins and said, Don't be nervous. There is a remnant of the ice heart flames consciousness in your body. I have to force it out for you. Hong Chenwu gradually calmed down. She guessed that this was most likely transmitted from Qin Feng's body to her body. She couldn't help but recall the crazy scene from before and her face once again blushed. Qin Fen had forced that sliver of divine sense out of Hong Chenwu's body under extreme torment. In the instant that divine sense was forced out of her body, he raised his hand and sent out a clump of spirit sunflower flame, instantly burning that sliver of divine sense to ashes. Your body is fine. Qin Feng let out a sigh of relief. Hong Chenwu nodded, but she didn't do anything else. How could Qin Fen know that Hong Chenwu hadn't brought any change of clothes with her in her storage ring? As for her spirit armor and true artifact armor, they had all been burned away by the ice heart flame. Now she could only sit in front of Qin Fen completely naked. Miss Hong, do you still feel uncomfortable? Qin Feng asked tentatively. Hong Chenwu shook her head shyly. She was thinking about how to ask Qin Fen for some clothes to wear. The two of them couldn't figure out each other's thoughts, and Qin Fen couldn't help but let his thoughts run wild. Based on the experience he had accumulated when he was a hedonistic young master on Earth, it was clear that Hong Chenwu had taken a liking to him. Two little people immediately appeared in Qin Fen's mind, and they were arguing fiercely. He thought of a joke. Should he be a beast or should he be worse than a beast? Senior Qin. In the end, Qin Fen chose to be a beast. At least it was slightly better than being worse than a beast. When he pounced on Hong Chenwu, the latter was startled. She only resisted a few times, but she slowly began to cater to him. Outside, a group of powerful cultivators was laboriously attacking the spell formation, while Qin Fen was enjoying the pleasure of a beauty in the small cave abode. If Wang Lu Zhongming and the others saw this scene, they would probably die of anger on the spot. Several hours later, the fierce battle gradually came to a stop. Hong Chenwu collapsed weakly in Qin Fen's arms. Only now did she realize that the feeling of one person messing around blindly and two people working together was completely different. Senior Qin, in the future don't call me Senior Qin. Just call me Qin Fen. You don't need to worry about my father's illness anymore. When we safely leave here, I will accompany you to the Demon City, said Qin Fen. Hong Chenwu's heart immediately surged with warmth and she said in a small voice, Qin Fen, I don't have any clothes to change into. Qin Fen was stunned and revealed an extremely embarrassed expression. Only now did he realize that he had misunderstood the problem. This was a forceful push. Wait a moment, I will help you forge a piece of armor. Qin Fen took out many crafting materials and began to get busy. He planned to forge a true treasure armor for Hong Chenwu on the spot, which could be considered as compensation to the lady. When she saw Qin Fen skillfully form hand seals, and the materials on the ground quickly fused together, finally forming the prototype of the armor, Hong Chenwu was full of shock. So Qin Fen not only knew alchemy but also crafting. A few months ago, Qin Fen had already become a low-grade true treasure master, and had a 20% chance of forging a low-grade true treasure. Now that he had broken through to the first level of the cauldron-filling realm, he found that his crafting level had naturally increased by a lot. He had completely consolidated his low-grade true treasure master level, and the chance of forging a low-grade true treasure was as high as 90%. While pleasantly surprised, Qin Fen immediately felt the comprehension of alchemy, and found that his alchemy level had also increased. Unknowingly, he had become a level 7 pill king. Miss Hong, put on this true artifact armor first. Qin Fan handed over the armor that he had refined. Hong Qinwu's pretty face was red, and she immediately took the armor and put it on. Qin Fan also took out a new white robe and put it on. Hong Qinwu had no clothes to wear before, so he was too embarrassed to wear them first. When he put on the clothes, Qin Fan's mind suddenly surged with a huge amount of information. He thought that the Ice Heart Flame's divine sense had not been completely cleared, and immediately wanted to use his true essence to force it out. But when that information appeared in his mind, Qin Fan found that it was actually a cultivation method. This wasn't the Great Tao Heaven's evolution technique that Senior Chu Fan had left behind. Instead, it was a cultivation method for heavenly fire. After Qin Feng skimmed through it, he discovered that it wasn't just a cultivation method for heavenly fire, it was also a cultivation method for Yin fire. And not long after Qin Fan obtained the Ice Heart Flame, this Heaven Fire secret manual appeared in his mind. He guessed that this cultivation method originally existed in the memory of the Ice Heart Flame's spiritual wisdom. This is the Frozen Ninth Heaven cultivation method, suitable for the cultivation of the Yin fire attribute heaven and earth strange flames. Small success of the heart incantation freezing 1,000 miles. Large success of the heart incantation freezing the sky and splitting the earth. When Qin Fan flipped to the last chapter of the cultivation method, there was Duan Chu Fan's writing. Chapter 2081. Qin Fan immediately understood that Chu Fan had left the ice-sealed ninth heaven in the Ice Heart Flame's spiritual wisdom. Chu Fan had already subdued the Ice Heart Flame and cultivated it to level 4. He had purposely left the Ice Heart Flame in the cave abode, waiting for the fated person to take it. Chu Fan's motive was simple. He wanted the fated person to do something for him after receiving the benefits. He wanted the fated person to help him spread the secret of the Kobe sect's sealing array to prevent cultivators from becoming immortals. Qin Fan had already subdued the Ice Heart Flame and was interested in the ice-sealed ninth heaven. He was the fated person that Chu Fan had been waiting for. However, he didn't want to get involved in this mess. The Kobe sect was one of the top sects in the Divine Continent. Currently, the most powerful person on the Divine Continent, King Void God, was the sect leader of the Kobe sect. Offending such a powerful person was no different from courting death. However, Qin Fan would feel bad if he didn't do something for Chu Fan after receiving so many treasures from him. I will definitely help you. However, my cultivation level is too low now. When I reach the true form realm one day, I will definitely spread the news. Then I will go to the Kobe sect in the Eastfield continent, Qin Fan muttered to himself. After overcoming this mental hurdle, Qin Feng calmed his mind and started to study Frozen Ninth Heaven. According to what Chu Fan had written, this technique was extremely powerful. If one mastered it, they would be able to freeze 1,000 miles. If they mastered it, they would be able to freeze the heavens and split the earth. Qin Fan put on the life immortal armor and a faint breath of life flowed through his veins. It made him feel refreshed and his mind opened up. He then circulated the Creation Chapters Heart Sutra, and his comprehension reached a new height. When he looked at the ice-sealed ninth heaven cultivation technique again, he immediately had some new enlightenment. Those words seemed to have a life of their own and were quickly digested by him. Rumble. A loud noise woke Qin Fan up from his cultivation. He didn't know that 10 days had passed in the outside world. During these 10 days he had been practicing the ice-sealed ninth heaven without moving. He was completely immersed in the world of ice and fire. Haha. These two ants are in the small cave abode. Let's see where you can run to now. Arrogant laughter was heard. Qin Fan and Hong Qinwu's expressions changed drastically. Xia Wanshi and the others had broken through the ancient formation at the entrance and rushed in. More than 10 people rushed in. The lowest cultivation level was at the late-stage cauldron-filling realm, and there was even a disaster transformation state like Xia Wanshi. Actually, Qin Fan had already thought about it. If Wang Lu Zhongming and the others broke through the formation and entered, he would immediately activate the soaring cloud all and kill his way out. However, when it really happened, he realized that the cave entrance was completely blocked by more than 10 almighty beings. There was no way he could escape. With their only exit blocked, Qin Fan and Hong Qinwu were in a hopeless situation. Qin Fan didn't even feel the joy of mastering Ice Seals the Ninth Heaven to the small success level. Instead, he was trying to come up with a plan. Spirit Fan Yang. And Fan Xian said, Fire in, Heaven Heart Dragon in, to Spirit. Silent Spirit looked around the small cave house and his expression changed slightly. The ice heart flame is gone, was it subdued by that kid? Everyone thought of the ice heart flame. A dozen days ago they saw it fall into this small cave abode. Now they couldn't find it. Qianfen must have taken it. However, this was hard for them to accept. They found out that the ice heart flame had reached level 4. Even cauldron-filling realm cultivators might not be able to subdue such a powerful fire seed. Qianfen was only body condensation state level 4, so how could he subdue it? At this moment someone exclaimed, If I remember correctly, that ant was only body condensation state middle stage. How did he become a cauldron-filling realm cultivator? More than 10 pairs of eyes immediately looked at Qianfen, and they revealed expressions of shock. Compared to Qianfen subduing the ice heart flame, the fact that he broke through from body condensation state middle stage to cauldron-filling realm level 1 in half a month was even harder to accept. This couldn't be described as lightning speed. This had never happened in West Sea continent. Celestial Stone. It must be the effect of the Celestial Stone. Looks like Senior Silent Spirit was right. Those stones are really celestial stones. Someone was excited. Even big shots like Wang Lu Zhongming and Xia Wanshi couldn't stay calm. Their eyes shone with fanaticism. They wanted to rush up and snatch it. Aunt Junior, you actually used celestial stones to break through to the body condensation realm. What a waste. Celestial stones are used to ascend to the celestial realm. Silent Spirit's eyes were filled with rage. His heart ached for the celestial stones that Qianfen used. Why are you still talking nonsense with this kid? Just kill him and take his storage ring. An elder of Snowfield City couldn't hold back his excitement. He flew out and slapped. A huge True Essence handprint floated in the air and covered the entire cave abode. The others stood still and didn't have any intention of attacking. Although the elder was only cauldron-filling realm level 7 in everyone's opinion, it was enough to deal with an ant that had just reached cauldron-filling realm level 1. A loud explosion sounded and the cave abode shook violently. It felt like it was going to collapse at any time. The group of Almighties was dumbfounded. The one who was slapped away wasn't Qianfen, but the elder in the late-stage cauldron-filling realm. The elder wasn't just slapped away. His body was blown to pieces. Even his nascent soul, which was fleeing in panic, was instantly destroyed. It had completely disappeared from the world. Junior brother North Ju is dead? How is that possible? Wang Lu Zhongming was dumbfounded. The other Almighties couldn't accept the fact that a junior who had just broken through to cauldron-filling realm had killed a senior in the late-stage cauldron-filling realm with one palm. It was really incredible. Even Qianfen was shocked. He knew that after breaking through to cauldron-filling realm, his strength had skyrocketed. Even if he encountered an Almighty in the late-stage cauldron-filling realm, he would have the strength to fight. However, he never thought that he could kill an Almighty in the late-stage cauldron-filling realm with one palm. Soon Qianfen figured it out. It wasn't that his cultivation was so strong that he was invincible in the cauldron-filling realm. It was that Wang Lu Zhongming and the other Almighties had been seriously injured by the ancient killing array. In addition, they had been breaking the array for the past half a month, causing the true essence in their bodies to be severely depleted. They were no longer in their peak state. When he realized this, a white light flashed in front of Qianfen's eyes. He grasped the hope of survival and struck out with his palm without saying anything. After stepping into the cauldron-filling realm, Qianfen truly understood the meaning of true essence hand seals. Before, he could also create hand seals made of true essence, but that was completely imitating the power of a cauldron-filling realm. After breaking through to the cauldron-filling realm, the true essence hand seals seemed to solidify. With a wave of his hand he could form a giant hand with rolling clouds and mist. In just a breath's time the small cave abode was covered by Qianfen's hand seals. The rolling wild true essence was like a thundercloud falling from the sky, pressing down on people's heads and making it hard for them to breathe. When he struck out with his attack, Qianfen immediately grabbed Hong Chenwu, who was still in a daze. At the same time he used his mind to control the flying cloud all. Behind him there was a violent explosion and the small cave abode was shaking. The cauldron-filling realm experts were suddenly in a mess. It was difficult for them to even protect themselves, let alone kill Qianfen, who was escaping. Qianfen threw 2 immortal stones into the flying cloud all's energy tank and flew at full speed without looking back. The flying ship flew all the way out of the underground cave abode and rushed up the void above the water source. Swish. After half an hour, the flying cloud all rushed out of the sky and left the underground river. It was a world of ice and snow outside. It was the 9th level of the snow region. Qin Fin and Hong Qinwu suddenly realized that the underground river was actually a region in the 9 heavens snow region. It was only because the ice heart flame was cold on the outside and hot on the inside that it formed a warm and humid climate. Senior Qin, we came out alive? Hong Qinwu only came to her senses when she saw the vast expanse of white snow. However, the shock in her beautiful eyes did not fade. She could not believe that Qin Fin had just escaped from a group of disaster transformation and even true form experts. It's hard to say now. There are a few powerful divine senses following us. We won't be able to get rid of them in a short time. Qin Fin did not look relaxed. He frowned. Hong Qinwu immediately became worried. If Wang Lu Zhongming and the others caught up with them, the two of them would not be able to escape death. Senior Qin, the stones you asked me to collect were really immortal stones? Yes. I used those immortal stones to enter the cauldron-filling realm. Qin Fin did not hide anything. Hong Qinwu was shocked. She was even more shocked than when Qin Fin had escaped from the experts. Of course, she had heard of immortal stones, but it was said that they were stones from the immortal world. She did not expect them to appear in a cultivation plane like the divine supreme continent. Senior Qin, these immortal stones are all for you. Hong Qinwu immediately took out a storage ring after she came back to her senses. She had collected at least a few hundred immortal stones. Although she was a little tempted, she knew very well that without Qin Fin she would have died in the underground river. How could she have obtained these immortal stones? Qin Fin did not stand on ceremony and took the storage ring. The immortal stones were too useful to him. If it had been other cultivation resources, he would have given them to Hong Qinwu. Miss Hong, I'll be keeping these immortal stones. After all, your current cultivation can completely rely on pills and spirit sources to raise your cultivation level. Using immortal stones is a waste. However, I'll still leave you 10 immortal stones. You'll definitely need them in the future. Qin Fin not only took out 10 immortal stones but also gave her several bottles of elixirs, hundreds of spirit crystals, and a spirit marrow pond. Hong Qinwu did not open the jade bottle to check the elixirs on the spot. However, when she saw the spirit crystals and the spirit marrow pond, her heart almost jumped out of her throat. Senior Qin, where did you get so many cultivation resources? This is the first time I have seen a young and rich cultivator like you. Hong Qinwu sighed. She was a member of the orthodox bloodline of the Black Demon Clan, one of the major forces in Demon City. Since she was young, she had abundant cultivation resources. However, compared to Qin Fin's wealth, it was nothing. Qin Fin did not explain too much. After all, it was not the time for that. After the exchange, Qin Fin's expression suddenly changed. He changed the direction of the flying cloud all and instantly flew a few thousand meters to the west. Chapter 2082. Rumble. Just as the soaring cloud all deviated from its original course, a loud explosion came from the direction it was heading. Hong Qinwu was still in shock after witnessing that scene. If it weren't for Qin Fin's timely reaction, the two of them would have been blown to pieces. Little Ant, I advise you to hand over the immortal stones. That way you might still have a chance of survival. Otherwise you will have to wait for a moment. Wang Lu Zhongming's voice came. Behind the soaring cloud all, there were 3 more ships. All of them were semi-extreme rank cultivation weapons, which had already surpassed the soaring cloud all's level. If it weren't for Qin Fin's 3 immortal stones, they would have already been caught up. On the divine continent, supreme rank flying true artifacts were few and far between. Even a half-supreme rank flying true artifact was a rare treasure. Clearly, Wang Lu Zhongming's group possessed an abundance of cultivation resources. However, Qin Fin didn't want to rob their ships or even their storage rings. That was no different from seeking death. Even if the 3 of them were heavily injured in the trap formation and had used up a lot of Zhenyuan, their realms were way higher than Qin Fin's. Even so, Qin Fin was no match for them. Even with the immortal stones, the soaring cloud all's level was not as high as the 3 semi-extreme rank cultivation weapons. The distance between them was getting shorter and shorter. Qin Fin was very anxious, but he couldn't think of a good plan. Seeing that the other ships were about to catch up, he opened the cabin door and jumped out. Senior Qin, what are you doing? Hong Qinwu asked anxiously. I will cover you. You used the soaring cloud all to escape. Qin Fen's voice was still echoing in the cabin, but in the blink of an eye, the soaring cloud all had already flown thousands of meters away. When Hong Chenwu looked back, she couldn't see Qin Fen anymore. Once he left the soaring cloud all, he immediately flew in another direction. Wang Lu Zhongming's ships paused in the void for a moment, then all of them chased after Qin Fen. The immortal stones must be with that kid. The ice heart flame was also subdued by him. Let's make a deal first. We will split the immortal stones evenly. As for the ice heart flame, it belongs to whoever takes it first. All right. It's settled then. Wang Lu Zhongming's group had already discussed how to split the loot. In their eyes, Qin Fen was already a dead man. Without the soaring cloud all, Qin Feng's speed slowed down even more. In less than the time it takes for half an incense stick to burn, he was surrounded by 3 flying ships. 3 figures leaped out and hovered above the flying ship. Their bodies emitted a powerful true essence aura that made Qin Feng uncomfortable. Who are you? Why haven't I seen you before? Wang Lu Zhongming spoke first. As the deputy city lord of Shuiyu City, Wang Lu Zhongming had an impression of any cultivator that had a bit of fame in Shuiyu City. Qin Feng had already stepped into the cauldron-filling state at such a young age. Even if it wasn't because of the immortal stone, he had already stepped into the body condensation intermediate stage. How could Wang Lu Zhongming not know this kind of genius cultivator? I'm just a rogue cultivator. There's no need for Deputy City Lord Wang Lu to worry about me. You guys want immortal stones, right? Unfortunately, I've used up all the immortal stones in the cave. Otherwise, how could I have broken through to cauldron-filling realm in such a short time? Although Qin Feng wasn't sure, there was no point in worrying and being afraid at this point. The 3 were furious. Xia Wanshi roared, "Ignorant ant, there are so many immortal stones in the cave. Even if you break through to cauldron-filling state, you won't be able to use them all. I advise you to obediently hand over all the immortal stones. Otherwise, after we kill you, those immortal stones will still fall into our hands." I've already said that I've used up all the immortal stones. But the ice heart flame is in my hands. Do you want to see? Qin Feng said and flipped his hand. An azure flame appeared in his palm. That flame carried a pure and clear aura, and it immediately attracted the 3 of them. However, in the moment when the 3 of them were stunned, Qin Fen secretly urged his true essence, and the ice heart flame instantly soared. With a leap, it flew into the void like a bright moon hanging in the sky. Not good. This kid cheated. As expected of the divine continent's 20th heaven flame. This ice heart flame is mine. Wang Liashongming and Xia Wanshi instinctively retreated, but they saw Silent Spirit flying towards the ice heart flame with greed in his eyes. Wang Liashongming and Xia Wanshi immediately regretted it. They knew that the ice heart flame might have fallen into Silent Spirit's hands. Crack. A faint cracking sound came from the void. The ice heart flame emitted a dazzling light, but the surrounding temperature dropped sharply. The violent snowstorm seemed to freeze the sky. Silent Spirit's movements kept slowing down. When he was less than 5 meters away from the ice heart flame, the air around him was completely frozen and he was also frozen. Wang Liashongming and Xia Wanshi were shocked. They had seen the ice heart flame in the open-air cave. They were sure that even if this heaven flame had risen to level 4, it wouldn't have such a powerful aura. The 2 of them looked at Qin Fen at the same time. Qin Fen was standing on a flying sword, his white robe flapping in the snowstorm. Only the air around him was not frozen, forming a huge chasm. That kid has a heaven flame secret manual? Wang Liashongming exclaimed. Xia Wanshi had already returned to his senses. His old eyes flickered with a fiery light, like a hungry wolf eyeing a delicious prey. This ant has so many treasures. As long as we capture him, we'll be rich. Xia Wanshi had already flown over, not caring about the sky full of frost. However, when he got close to Qin Feng, he realized that the freezing coldness was unbearable. Even his divine sense and dantian were gradually frozen. Deputy City Lord Wang Liashongming, attack that ant from a distance. Don't get close to him. Xia Wanshi realized that he was in a predicament. The bone-chilling coldness seemed to be able to freeze everything. Even his domain was frozen. Wang Liashongming was about to catch up with Xia Wanshi. After hearing his words, he immediately stopped in the sky and slammed his palm. A huge palm print that covered the sky fell from the sky. Rumble. However, before his palm print landed, there was a loud explosion. Qinfen struck out with his palm first. Violent Jin Yuan smashed onto Xia Wanshi and Ji Ling, causing the frozen space to explode. The layer of ice shattered and ice shards shot out like sharp swords. The ferocious Jin Qi hidden within could probably kill Void God Realm powerhouses in an instant. When Xia Wanshi and Ji Ling flew back, Wang Liashangming's palm print landed. Qinfen was hit squarely. He coughed out several mouthfuls of blood in midair. He even felt that his dantian had been smashed. Kid, leave behind the ice heart flame and celestial stone and I'll spare your life. Seeing Qinfen heavily injured, Wang Liashangming was overjoyed. He immediately chased and wanted to take the ice heart flame for himself. Wang Liashangming, as the deputy city lord of Snowfield City, are you going to do something about the heaven ceiling formation that appeared in the West Ocean continent? Qinfen suddenly changed a topic. Wang Liashangming paused in midair and couldn't help but think of the heaven ceiling formation that appeared in Snowfield's sacred ground. You know that heaven ceiling formation? You have a way to break it? Chapter 2083. I was the one who set up that sky ceiling array. It can seal a world and prevent cultivators from ascending to immortality. If you kill me, you can forget about ever stepping foot into the immortal world. Qinfen had intentionally made up a story, saying that the sky sealing spell formation that he had set up could seal a world and stop the fairy realm. However, he had never expected that the level 9 heavenly sealing spell, which he had spent 10 million hedonist points on, was actually a spell that could stop fairy realm cultivators. It was just that it wasn't as powerful as sealing a realm. Wang Lu Zhongming's expression of disbelief appeared on his face. His first reaction was that Qinfen was lying, but after a moment he came to his senses. Almost all the cultivators in Xueyu City knew about the sky-sealing great array that had appeared in the sky above the holy land of Xueyu. However, no one knew that it was a formation that could stop flying immortals. Only a few of the top cultivators in Xueyu City knew about it. Moreover, they had discussed it in the Brilliance Tower. Initially, everyone thought that the Great Sealing Formation was the handiwork of the Dead Sea's Ghost King because when the formation changed, the ghost cultivator Tao Huegu of the Dead Sea's 9 Temple had appeared. However, they later analyzed and concluded that the Great Sealing Formation was not set up by the Dead Sea's Ghost King. It was a level 9 ancient formation. Even if the Dead Sea's Ghost King was powerful, he could not have set up such a formation. This sky sealing array should have been in the holy grounds of Snow Domain for a long time, but it was unknown what caused the array to automatically activate. At that time, Xing Zhongtian proposed a countermeasure, announcing to the public that this array was actually set up by the Snow Domain city governor, and its purpose was to deal with the Dead Sea Ghost King. In this way, not only could he temporarily calm the panic of the Xueyu City cultivators, but he could also put pressure on the ghost cultivators of the Dead Sea. But now, Qinfen had revealed the secret of the Great Sky Sealing Formation. This was beyond Wang Lu Zhongming's expectations. The Sky Sealing Formation in the Holy Land of Snow was really set up by you? How could you arrange such a powerful ancient formation? Wang Lu Zhongming asked immediately after he came back to his senses. Qinfen didn't think that Wang Lu Zhongming would take the bait so easily. He even looked down on Wang Lu Zhongming's intelligence. If Wang Lu Zhongming could read his mind, he would definitely be angered to death. How I set up the formation isn't important. What's important is that I can undo that formation, Qinfen said. Why do you think I should believe you? Wang Lu Zhongming's face was cold. It's up to you whether you want to believe it or not. However, with the current situation in Xueyu City, you have no choice but to believe it. Qinfen had really taken Wang Lu Zhongming by surprise. Wang Lu Zhongming, who was a top-notch expert in Snowfield City, cared about nothing more than the Ascension Realm. Now that he knew that no Ascension Realm cultivators could be found in Snowfield City, it was as if he had been sentenced to death. Then how do you want to break the sky sealing array? Wang Lu Zhongming asked. It's simple. Let me go first. Humph. Do you think that's possible? If I let you go, what if you never appear again? Wang Lu Zhongming sneered. I'll still say the same thing. It's up to you whether you believe me or not. Right now, only I can break Snowfield City's sky sealing formation. You have no other choice. Qinfen's attitude was firm. Wang Liashangming was so angry that he rolled his eyes. If it weren't for the fact that he was worried about the Great Sealing Formation, he would have killed Qin Fen with a single palm strike. Alright. If you leave behind the ice heart flame and the immortal stone, I can spare your life. Are you stupid or am I stupid? Why would I give such good cultivation resources to you? Qin Fen looked at him as if he was looking at an idiot. Yeah. Little ant, don't push your luck. Do you really think I don't dare to kill you? Wang Lu Zhongming was furious. Qin Fen said confidently, of course you can kill me. After you kill me you can take away my immortal stone and the ice heart flame. However, so what if you get those treasures? After I die, Snowfield City will become a cultivation wasteland. From then on you won't be able to ascend to immortality. Unless you go to another continent, your cultivation will never improve. To a cultivator, if their cultivation could no longer improve, what was the point of cultivating? Wang Lu Zhongming's mood became incomparably heavy. The joy he felt when he found the ice heart flame and the immortal stone disappeared. You must prove to me that you can really break the sky sealing formation. Otherwise today will be the day you die. Wang Lu Zhongming's body emitted a genuine killing intent. It seemed that this old man's patience had run out. He was getting serious. Qin Feng's eyes flashed. He immediately took out an array flag and threw it out. I am an expert in arrays. If you don't believe me, I can set up a level 9 array for you to see. Wang Lu Zhongming was stunned. Currently, the most powerful array master in Snowfield City was the leader of the 3 clear array, He Qianjin. He Qianjin was only a level 7 array king. The level 9 arrays that existed in the Divine Continent were basically set up and preserved by ancient masters. Even in the cultivation paradise of the Eastfield Continent, there was no one who could set up a level 9 array. Wang Lu Zhongming looked at Qin Feng's array with a skeptical attitude. He was really looking forward to it. After all, Qin Feng was able to step into the cauldron-filling realm at such a young age. He had even subdued the ice heart flame. It was obvious that he was not an ordinary person. After the time it took for an incense stick to burn, Qin Fen suddenly shouted and several light barriers suddenly flew out from Wang Lu Zhongming's body, sealing him in like an iron wall. No. This is obviously a level 7 trapping array. How dare you trick me? Wang Lu Zhongming suddenly woke up, but it was too late. He was surrounded by 3 layers of level 7 trapping arrays. Qin Feng was a little surprised to see that he had set up a level 7 trapping array, but he quickly calmed down. He realized that after breaking through to the cauldron-filling realm, his state of mind and understanding had improved. Naturally, his array skills had also improved. The level 7 trapping array was quite powerful, but it was still a little weak in front of Wang Lu Zhongming, who was at the peak of the disaster transformation realm. He had only used 2 palms to break the innermost layer of the trapping array. Qin Feng immediately activated the ice heart flame and performed the 9th heaven ice seal. A bright moon hung in the sky. The surrounding temperature plummeted. It was a magnificent scene of ice and snow. When Wang Lu Zhongming broke through the 2nd trapping array wall, his body was sealed in ice. Qin Feng did not linger. He immediately stepped on his flying sword and disappeared into the distance. Qin Feng, are you okay? Hong Qinwu was surprised to see Qin Feng. She had obviously slowed down the speed of the flying cloud all to wait for Qin Feng. Otherwise, with the speed of the flying sword, how could it catch up to the flying cloud all? Qin Feng did not have time to explain. He threw 3 immortal stones into the energy tank and flew at full speed. Those people are temporarily trapped by me. Let's go to Modu immediately, Qin Feng said. Hong Qinwu was shocked. She could not think of how Qin Feng had escaped from Wang Lu Zhongming and the other 2. After she calmed down, she immediately said, Qin Feng, Modu is in the south. With the speed of the flying cloud all, we will see the demon stones in about 7 days and 7 nights. Chapter 2084. At first, Qin Fen didn't understand what the demon stone was, but after 7 days when he saw the giant meteorite that looked like it had fallen from the heavens, everything became clear. According to Hong Qinwu, this boulder had existed since the demon city had existed. In fact, it had existed even longer than the demon city itself. Later on, a demon king designated this boulder as the entrance to the demon city, and carved the words Demon City onto it. From then on, the demon stone became the symbol of Demon City. The back of this stone was the territory of Demon City. Among the 4 major areas of the West Sea continent, Demon City and the Dead Sea didn't allow outsiders to enter. However, Hong Chen-Wu gave Qin Fan a demon orb in advance. She said that as long as he kept the demon orb on him, he wouldn't be discovered. Actually, Qin Fan was thinking that even if he didn't use the demon orb, he could still cultivate the Demon Lord's Bible and produce demon qi in his body. However, he already had the creation of heaven and earth skill, so it was better for him not to touch other cultivation methods to avoid qi deviation. When the two of them walked under the giant stone, a white light appeared in the air in front of them. Although Qin Fan couldn't see through this formation, he could feel the ancient and familiar aura of the formation. It was undoubtedly the aura of an ancient formation. The two of them smoothly passed through the formation. The barren desert in front of them changed greatly and a large, bustling city appeared. This city was surrounded by mountains. There were tall buildings and there was an endless stream of horses and carriages. It was no less prosperous than Snowfield City. When Qin Fan scanned the mountains in the distance with his divine sense, he realized that the real holy land of Demon City was the mountains, and not the bustling city in front of him. Qin Fan, we've entered Demon City. The formation that appeared under the Demon Stone is the only entrance to Demon City. As long as you're not a Demon Clan disciple, you can't enter the formation, Hong Chen-Wu said. I'm not a Demon Clan disciple. Just because you gave me that demon orb I can enter? Qin Fan didn't understand the principle behind the formation. Hong Chen-Wu said, the Demon Gate is a formation that has existed since ancient times. It can sense demon qi. As long as a cultivator doesn't have demon qi, they will be judged as a Demon Clan disciple. The demon orb contains abundant demon qi, so the Demon Gate judged you as a Demon Clan disciple. Qin Feng came to a realization. So, it doesn't have to be a demon bead. As long as it's an item with demon qi, the demon sect will judge it as a Demon Clan disciple? Hong Chen-Wu nodded. Then what is the meaning of this demon sect array gate? Items with demonic energy can be easily found. If cultivators from other races want to enter Demon City, they can just find an item with demonic energy. Qin Fan was puzzled. Hong Chen-Wu covered her mouth and giggled. Her simple movement was full of charm. You're right, but aside from the disciples of the demon race, who else would know the secret of the demon path spell formation? Or rather, even if there are people like me in Shanghai who bring in outsiders, this is a very rare occurrence. Qin Fan understood Hong Chen-Wu's meaning. To put it simply, if Hong Chen-Wu hadn't told him about the Demon Gate's verification method, he definitely wouldn't have thought of it. Putting aside the issue of the demon sect, Qin Feng looked at the mountain range in the distance and asked, what is that place? That's the demonic mountains in Shanghai. Hong Chen-Wu patiently explained the situation of Demon City to him. The truly precious place in Demon City isn't in the central city. It's the remote demonic mountains. Rumor has it that there are 308 demonic mountains in Demon City, and every demonic mountain contains dense spiritual energy. It's precisely because of this dense spiritual energy that the demonic mountains have become the treasured land that all the demon race sects fight over. But now that the power of Demon City has taken shape, the 308 demonic mountains have all been occupied by the major powers. But every year there are still some incidents where people fight over the demonic mountains. Aside from the dense spiritual energy in the demonic mountains, there's another important reason why all the major powers fight over them. Those demonic mountains will automatically grow some spirit herbs, and they're all level 4 and above spirit herbs. Spirit herbs above level 4? Qin Fan asked in confusion. Hong Chen-Wu nodded seriously and said, that's right. There really are spirit herbs above level 4. I've seen this with my own eyes. Qin Fan revealed an extremely shocked expression, but it wasn't because spirit herbs above level 4 grew on the demonic mountains. Instead, it was because he'd read a sentence in the Encyclopedia of Medicinal Pills. The general meaning was that spirit herbs above level 4 had spiritual intelligence, and would automatically seek out spirit veins to grow. If what Hong Chen-Wu said was true, then there must be spirit veins hidden under these demonic mountains. And this was the reason why Qin Fan was so shocked. If there was a spirit vein hidden under every demonic mountain, then wouldn't there be 308 spirit veins in Demon City? Or, to put it in another way, if there was only one spirit vein under the 308 demonic mountains, then how high was this spirit vein's grade? Even a supreme grade spirit vein couldn't support the supply of spirit energy from 308 demonic mountains at the same time. Could it be an immortal vein? Qin was shocked by his own thoughts. Or rather, this wasn't a thought at all, but a hole in his brain. Qin, what's wrong? Hong Chenwu asked when she saw his serious expression. Miss Hong, have you heard why the demonic mountains are rich in spirit energy, and why there are spirit herbs above level 4? Hong Chenwu had already taken off her red veil. The reason why she always covered her face when she went out in the past was because she was afraid that her appearance would attract unnecessary trouble. Now that she was back in Demon City, she had nothing to worry about. I've heard my father and uncles talk about this when they were chatting. They guessed that there might be a spirit vein hidden under the demonic mountains. They even sent people down to investigate the situation, but there seemed to be an ancient formation at the bottom of the demonic mountains. There was no way to go underground, Hong Chenwu said. Qin became more and more curious about the 308 demonic mountains. He was even more certain about the theory of immortal veins. Since even immortal stones appeared on the divine continent, immortal veins weren't completely impossible. The two of them chatted as they walked like a pair of strolling lovers. Qin had a general understanding of Demon City's terrain and situation. Now his mind was filled with the 308 demonic mountains. He wasn't very interested in the central city. After a simple stroll on a few streets, he suggested, Miss Hong, why don't we take a look at the demonic mountains? There aren't any restrictions there, right? Hong Chenwu shook her head and said, there aren't any restrictions in the demonic mountains, but there are seals and formations on every demonic mountain. Other than the sect's disciples who occupy that demonic mountain, outsiders are not allowed to enter. Once this happens, it will be regarded as a provocation and you will be killed on the spot. Qin was a little disappointed. In this way, how could he investigate the secret of the demonic mountain's source of spirit energy? Hong Chenwu continued, since Senior Qin wants to go home, then let's go. Go home? Qin was dumbfounded. Hong Chenwu smiled and said, I forgot to tell Senior Qin that the Black Demon clan lives on the second demonic mountain. The 308 demonic mountains in Demon City are ranked according to the number. The higher the number, the denser the spirit energy on the corresponding demonic mountain. Chapter 2085. Qin was shocked. If the ranking of the demon peaks was based on numbers, then Hong Chenwu lived on the second demon peak. Didn't that mean that the Black Demon clan was the second most powerful clan in Demon City? Hong Chenwu added, actually, not all of the 308 mountains in the demonic city have been occupied. Demon Mountain number 1 is still empty, because there's an ancient spell formation sealing it. No one has been able to charge up there. Qin. So, the Black Demon clan was the big boss of Demon City. The two rushed towards the demon peaks. On the way, Hong Chenwu took the initiative to talk about the Black Demon clan. It turned out that after Hong Mo became famous, the Black Demon clan had become the number 1 clan in Demon City and occupied the second demon peak. However, Hong Mo had fallen for thousands of years, and the Black Demon clan hadn't produced a heaven-defying demonic cultivator disciple. This caused the Black Demon clan's power to weaken day by day. Now they only had the title of the number 1 clan, but they didn't have the ability to be the number 1 clan. As for the second demon peak, it had been coveted by many forces in Demon City for a long time. However, when Hong Mo was still alive, he had set up a great formation on the mountain. Moreover, every demon peak was easy to defend and hard to attack. Therefore, after so many years, the second demon peak was still in the hands of the Black Demon clan. Qin, I've reached my home. Don't say anything later. No matter what happens, I'll deal with it. After flying for an unknown amount of time, the hazy mountain range in front of them finally became clear. Only then did Qin see the true appearance of the 308 demon peaks. Every mountain towered into the clouds, as if 308 giant dragons were about to soar into the sky. The spirit chi on the mountains was very different, especially when compared to the mountains at the front and the back of the ranking. Hong Chenwu landed at the foot of the second demon peak. This mountain was obviously wider and more majestic than the surrounding mountains. Standing at the foot of the mountain, one could feel the thick spirit chi rolling from the mountain, making one have the urge to fly up. Qin still restrained his restless emotions. Moreover, he knew that even if he gave it his all, it would be impossible for him to charge up this demon mountain, because even his divine sense could not sweep in. It could be seen how powerful the formation seal that Senior Hong Mo had set up back then was. Hong Chenwu, the Black Demon clan is in deep trouble now. You go sightseeing every day and fool around with wild men. You're a disgrace to the Black Demon clan. As Qin Fen was feeling the aura of the second demon peak, he heard a cold reprimand. A door of light suddenly opened in the sky above the second devil peak and 4 figures flew out. The man who shouted was the youngest, looking to be in his early 30s. The other 3 had white hair and it was unknown how many centuries they had lived. Seeing who it was, Hong Chenwu's expression turned slightly cold. She said emotionlessly, "Red Streak, which eye of yours saw me touring around all day?" Qin Fen. "Then tell me, where have you been these past few days?" Red Streak sneered. "I don't need to report to you where I go. You, on the other hand, are secretly contacting Heavenly Demon Sect disciples? What are you trying to do?" This was the first time Qin Fen had seen Hong Chenwu so angry since he met her. Panic flashed through Red Mark's eyes, but he continued to maintain his cold expression. "I'm secretly communicating with Heavenly Demon Sect? If you don't have proof, don't slander me here. This is the sacred land of the mystical demon clan. Outsiders are not allowed to enter. Don't even think about bringing that wild man inside." Hong Wen changed the topic and kept calling Qin Feng a wild man. Even if Qin Feng wasn't angry, Hong Chenwu was furious to the extreme. "Senior Qin is my savior, so don't you dare be rude to him. Moreover, Senior Qin is here to save my royal father, so get out of the way." When Hong Chenwu mentioned his father, the expressions of Hong Wen and the 3 elders behind him changed drastically. It turned out that the current Black Demon clan was under the control of Hong Chenwu's father, King Hong Ming. Her father, King Hong Ming, was this generation's demon king. It was just that Hong Ming had been suffering from a severe pill poison and had not been able to expel it from her body. This caused the internal forces of the Black Demon clan to become restless. At the same time, the sects of Demon City had their eyes on the second demon peak occupied by the Black Demon clan. It could be seen that Hong Wen's words about the Black Demon clan being in dire straits were not nonsense. "This brat can also cure diseases? I think you've been deceived by his flowery words." Hong Wen quickly calmed down and looked at Qin Feng with a playful expression. Hong Chenwu said angrily, "You don't have to doubt Senior Qin's ability, because I've seen his ability a long time ago. This time I went to Snowfield City's 9 Heavens Snowfield to find the Ice Heart Flame. It was fate that I met Senior Qin in 9 Heavens Snowfield. Now that Senior Qin has subdued the Ice Heart Flame, why don't you get out of the way?" Hong Wen's heart that had just calmed down was set off by a storm again. He cried out involuntarily, "What did you say? That brat subdued the Ice Heart Flame?" Hong Chenwu hurriedly stopped the conversation. She blamed herself for not being able to keep her composure and revealing such a thing. She didn't want to waste any more time and a chill surged from her body. She glared at Hong Wen and shouted, "My royal father is now the Lord Demon King of the Black Demon clan. So what if I bring an outsider into the second demon peak? You'd better get out of the way. If you dare to stop me again, don't blame me for being impolite." After saying this, Hong Chenwu pulled Qin Feng and rushed to the peak. Hong Wen's expression was so cold that it was about to drip water, but in the end he didn't do anything. Only when he saw Qin Feng and Hong Chenwu disappear into the white light formation door did he say coldly, "3 elders, quickly report this matter to royal father." The 3 figures in the sky suddenly disappeared. Hong Wen stood in the sky halfway up the mountain and muttered to himself, "Hong Chenwu, don't even think about curing that old fart Hong Ming. The Black Demon clan will become my royal father's world." The scene inside the demon peak was completely different from looking at it from outside. The mountain peak was shrouded in clouds and mist, giving people the feeling that they were in a fairyland. There were no tall buildings like those in the central city, but there were many natural caves all over the mountain peak, and the disciples of the Red Demon clan resided and cultivated in these caves. Qin Feng followed Hong Chenwu into a cave in the mountain valley. He discovered that the spiritual energy in the demon peak was different from what he had imagined. It wasn't that the closer to the peak the denser the spiritual energy was. On the contrary, the spiritual energy in the mountain valley was the best, and the spiritual energy at the top of the mountain gradually thinned out. Qin Feng once again suspected that there were spirit veins hidden under the demon peaks. However, when he sent out his divine sense, it seemed to be blocked by something. He couldn't see through the situation at the bottom of the mountain at all. "Miss Hong, has your royal father checked the situation under the demon peaks before?" He has, but it seems like he didn't find anything, Hong Chenwu said. Qin Fen was slightly disappointed. Since Hong Ming was the current demon king of the Black Demon clan, it was obvious that his cultivation was extremely high. If even he couldn't enter the Demon Mountain, then it would be even more difficult for Qin Fen with his current cultivation. There was no one else in the huge mountain valley. Hong Chenwu seemed to see Qin Feng's confusion and explained, "The mountain valley of every demon peak is the place with the most spiritual energy. It is the private territory of the sect leaders and leaders of the various factions. This mountain valley belongs to my royal father, and it is his holy land for cultivation. People in the clan won't come here easily." Qin Feng understood. He thought that there would be guards outside the cave abode, but after following Hong Chenwu into the cave abode he didn't see anyone else. It was obvious that this cave abode was completely owned by Hong Ming. The cave abode was huge. It was more than 10 times bigger than Chu Fan's cave abode in the Nine Heavens Snow region. It was also exquisitely decorated. The walls were embedded with crystals and some spirit crystals shone brightly. It gave people the illusion that they had entered a crystal dragon palace. Hong Chenwu wasn't in the mood to admire the beautiful scenery of the cave abode. He walked quickly and finally entered the small cave abode inside. The decorations of this small cave abode were even more exquisite. In a corner there was a stone bed made of spirit crystals. A man lay on the bed. His face was pale and his breathing was erratic. This should be Hong Chenwu's royal father Hong Ming. "Royal father. I'm unfilial. I've made you suffer." Hong Chenwu immediately ran over and knelt beside the spirit crystal bed. Tears flowed down her face. Hong Ming forced out a smile. He stroked Hong Chenwu's head and said, "Silly child, the pill poison in my body has nothing to do with you. What do you have to blame yourself for? I'm useless. I couldn't get rid of the pill poison in my royal father's body. Otherwise my royal father wouldn't have to suffer like this." Hong Chenwu sobbed. Hong Ming clearly doted on his daughter. When Hong Chenwu's emotions calmed down he looked at Qin Feng and asked, "Chenwu, who is this young hero?" Only then did Hong Chenwu remember that Qin Feng was still there. She hurriedly wiped away the tears on her face. He felt a little awkward. Her pathetic side had been seen. "Royal father. This is Qin Feng. He's here to treat my illness." Hong Chenwu's beautiful eyes regained their luster. Hong Ming laughed bitterly after learning of Qin Fen's intentions. "Chenwu, I understand your intentions, but my illness isn't something an ordinary person can cure. The Black Demon clan has been beset with danger recently. Stay by my side and don't run around." "Royal father. Can Senior Qin really cure your illness?" Hong Chenwu wanted to say more, but Hong Ming waved his hand and interrupted her. "That's enough, Chenwu. I know my illness better than anyone. Don't worry. As for your friend, I'll send someone to give him some cultivation resources. Then I'll send him away from Demonic City." Hong Chenwu said anxiously, "Royal father. Senior Qin has subdued the ice heart flame. Even if he has the ice heart flame he can't cure me." "What did you say? That young hero subdued the ice heart flame?" Hong Ming didn't like Qin Feng at first glance. It wasn't that he looked down on Qin Feng. Rather, he knew that his pill poison wasn't something an ordinary cultivator could cure. However, after hearing his daughter mention the ice heart flame, Hong Ming was shocked. This was because the only way he knew of to cure his illness was to use the ice heart flame to dispel the poison. "Young hero, do you really have the ice heart flame?" Hong Ming looked at Qin Feng in disbelief. Qin Feng flipped his hand and an azure flame danced in his palm. Immediately, a chill spread and a layer of ice formed on the walls of the small cave abode. "I obtained this ice heart flame in the 9th level of Nine Heavens Snow region not long ago. In order to cure Senior, Miss Hong ventured into Nine Heavens Snow region alone to explore. Then we met. We helped each other and finally escaped," Qin Feng said. Chapter 2086. Hong Ming still couldn't believe what he was seeing. He knew better than anyone that the ice heart flame in Snowfield City had been left behind by the Red Devil ancestor in Nine Heavens Snowfield. Even he couldn't bring back his ancestor's heavenly flame. Who would have thought that Qin Fen and Chenwu would find it? It really is the ice heart flame. The ice heart flame that the Red Devil ancestor left behind. Hong Ming was so excited that tears welled up in his eyes. It was hard to imagine that a demon king like him would reveal such sincere emotions. Father. This is indeed the ice heart flame that the red devil ancestor left behind in Nine Heavens snowfield. Your illness can be cured. Hong Chenwu cried tears of joy. With the ice heart flame, even Hong Ming had confidence in the elixir poison in his body. However, his expression suddenly changed. He hurriedly yelled at Qin Fin, "Young hero, quickly retract the flame." Qin Fin and Hong Chenwu didn't understand. At this moment, several figures rushed in. Father, it's that brat. He wants to harm Uncle Hong Ming. The person who came was Hong Wen. Behind him were the three old men from before. However, there was also a tall and sturdy man. The tall and sturdy man was called Father by Hong Wen. He was Hong Wen's father, Hong Tian. At the same time, he was also one of Hong Ming's brothers. How dare you behave so atrociously in the Black Demon clan? Capture him. Hong Tian's expression was cold. As soon as he spoke, the three old men behind him surged with powerful true essence. Hong Chenwu immediately blocked Qin Fin and said anxiously, "What do you want?" "Senior Qin is the benefactor that I invited back to save my father." "Chenwu, you're still young. You don't understand how sinister people can be. If I'm not wrong, the guy you brought back is an orthodox cultivator." When Hong Tian revealed Qin Fin's true identity, everyone's expression changed. Even Hong Ming couldn't tell. Or perhaps Qin Fin was a friend that the little girl had brought back. Hence, the Red Devil King didn't use his divine sense to scan Qin Fin's body. This brat is actually an orthodox cultivator. No wonder I felt something was wrong the moment I saw him. Little sister Chenwu, you've made a big mistake. How could you bring an orthodox cultivator into Demonic City and ask him to treat Uncle Hong Ming? You're harming your uncle, Hong Wen said with an earnest and well-meaning expression. Hong Chenwu knew Qin Feng's personality very well. There was no way he would be swayed by a few words. She glared coldly at Hong Wen. You've stopped Senior Qin from treating him multiple times and you even called your father over. What are you trying to do? Little sister Chenwu, do you still not understand my intentions? I'm doing this for Uncle Hong Ming's sake. You don't have to be considerate of me. Leave immediately. Who allowed you to enter without my permission? Hong Ming suddenly spoke when the atmosphere was at a stalemate. Hong Wen didn't dare to answer. With his status, he didn't have the qualifications to speak with the current demon king of the Black Demon clan. Hong Tian sighed and said, "Big brother. You know the current situation of the Black Demon clan better than anyone else. Our clan has no successor and has already been coveted by the various sects of Devil City. Moreover, Big Brother has been poisoned by pills at this critical juncture. If you were to be harmed by scoundrels, our Black Demon clan would truly suffer a devastating blow." Hong Tian looked like he was deeply in love with Hong Ming, but Hong Ming laughed coldly and said, "Ha! This second demon mountain is filled with clansmen of the Black Demon clan. Who could harm me? If you suspect young hero Qin, there's no need. Even if I'm poisoned by pills, I'm still at the peak of disaster transformation realm. I'm not that easy to kill." The expressions of Hong Tian and the others changed. Qin Feng, on the other hand, was stunned. He never would have thought that Hong Chenwu's father was a peak of disaster transformation realm expert. This was an almighty being on the same level as the Vice City Lord of Snowfield City, Wang Lu Zhongming. What are you waiting for? Leave quickly. Hong Ming's face was full of anger. However, Hong Tian didn't leave even after a long time. After a while he said, "Big brother. I can't leave. Your safety concerns the rise and fall of the entire Black Demon clan. I have to stay and keep an eye on that brat." Hong Ming was so angry that he started coughing violently. "You bastards! Are you trying to rebel?" Hong Wen and the three elders trembled in fear. This was the fury of a peak disaster transformation realm expert. It wasn't something an ordinary person could withstand. However, Hong Tian put up an essential chi barrier and said with a determined gaze, "Big brother. I won't leave. Otherwise I'll let that brat leave Demonic City. If he wants to treat your illness, I have to stay by his side just in case." Hong Ming was so angry that his face turned pale, but there was nothing he could do. The pill poison was already deep in his body. He was no longer at the peak disaster transformation realm. Now when he used essential chi slightly, he felt a bone-piercing pain all over his body. "Senior Hong Ming, since some people want to stay here, let them be watchdogs," Qin Feng suddenly said. He could already tell that Hong Ming and Hong Tian didn't have a good relationship. He didn't have a good impression of Hong Tian and the others, so he didn't hold back when he spoke. Hong Wen was instantly enraged. He pointed at Qin Feng and scolded, "Brat, who are you calling a dog? Do you believe that I won't kill you with one slap?" Qin Feng said indifferently, "I didn't say it was you. Why are you so agitated? Learn from your father and those 3 old men. Otherwise, why would they say that old ginger is spicier?" Even though they know who I'm referring to, they pretend not to know. They're not like you who jumped out and barked like a mad dog. Hong Tian and the others' faces turned pale. A wild essential qi surged out of Hong Wen's body. He was planning to attack Qin Feng. "Back off. Haven't you embarrassed yourself enough?" Before he could attack, Hong Tian said coldly. Hong Wen's face was full of unwillingness, but he didn't want to disobey his father's orders. He stood to the side and glared at Qin Feng. He looked like he wanted to swallow him alive. "You're lucky, brat," Hong Wen said. "That's what I wanted to say to you." Qin Feng smiled. Hong Wen was about to explode again, but he was stopped by Hong Tian's cold gaze. Then Hong Tian looked at Qin Feng and said, "Don't waste time. Hurry up and treat Big Brother. If you can't cure Big Brother, I won't let you off easily." Qin Feng didn't even bother to look at Hong Tian. Hong Tian was so angry that he rolled his eyes. When he walked to Hong Ming's side, the latter said, "Young hero Qin, you don't need to treat me. The pill poison in my body has almost been forced out." Qin Feng sent out his divine sense and found many black spots in Hong Ming's meridians. They were all signs of pill poison. Based on Hong Ming's current situation, the pill poison had already spread throughout his meridians. Next, it would spread to his dantian and even his divine sense. When that time came, even the ice heart flame wouldn't be able to save him. Hong Ming's pill poison was deep, but Hong Ming said he was fine. Qin Feng couldn't guess what Hong Ming was thinking, but he guessed that it definitely had something to do with Hong Tian and the others. "Senior Hong Ming, don't worry and lie down. I have a way to treat your condition." Qin Feng gave him a reassuring look. Hong Ming frowned and said, "Young hero Qin, it's best if you don't use fire seed. Otherwise, your life will be in danger." Chapter 2087. When Hong Wen and the others first came in, Hong Ming Demon King had asked Qin Fen to put away the ice heart flame. Now that he had reminded Qin Fen for the second time, there was obviously a deeper meaning behind it. Qin Fen understood after thinking for a while. The ice heart flame was ranked 15th on the divine continent. If it was discovered, it would naturally attract attention. But that was not the main point. The main point was that Hong Tian dared to spy on the ice heart flame in front of Hong Ming. This old man was not simple. After understanding the severity of the situation, Qin Fen gave up on the idea of using the ice heart flame to dispel the poison. Even if he trusted Hong Chenwu, he didn't know Hong Ming's character. If Hong Tian and the others really wanted to steal the ice heart flame and Hong Ming didn't help them, it would be troublesome. "Senior Hong Ming, don't worry. I have medicine that can remove pill poison," said Qin Fen. Everyone was stunned. Hong Ming regained her senses and asked in disbelief, "Young hero Qin, are you telling the truth? You have a pill that can remove pill poison?" Hong Ming was not the only one who was doubtful. Even Hong Chenwu did not believe it. There were many types of pills on the divine continent with all kinds of effects. However, pills that could repair the dantian and consciousness sea as well as remove pill poison were rare. They could even be said to have gone extinct. Qin Fen looked so young, yet he had such a miraculous pill and was willing to use it to treat his illness. It was unbelievable. Qin Fen had already guessed that everyone would have such a reaction, so he was not surprised. Speaking of pills that could remove pill poison, Qin Fen had more than one. The Spirit Lotus Pill, Restoring Root Pill and Great Bodhi Pill all had the effect of removing pill poison. However, among the 3 pills, Qin Fen was more optimistic about the Spirit Lotus Pill. It had the best effect of removing pill poison and could also nourish one's true vitality. Qin Fen had obtained a level 7 spiritual herb, Fire Spirit Lotus, a long time ago and refined a batch of Spirit Lotus pills. However, ever since he obtained the Tree of Life, he did not need to use the Spirit Lotus pill at all. The pill poison accumulated in his body had been absorbed by the Tree of Life. There were no impurities or toxins in his meridians and blood. He was as clean as an ordinary person who had never cultivated. "Senior Hong Ming, I am Chen Wu's friend. You are Qin Wu's father. Why would I lie to you? Qin Feng smiled as he took out a jade bottle and continued, this is a bottle of spirit lotus pills. Senior will know the effects after eating it. The shock in Hong Ming's eyes did not fade. She carefully opened the jade bottle. Although she had never seen the pill inside, she could tell from the fragrance that it was a king pill. Young hero Qin, are these pills refined with the fire spirit lotus as the main ingredient? Hong Ming asked. Senior has good eyesight. The main ingredient of the spirit lotus pill is indeed the rank 7 spirit grass, fire spirit lotus. Not only can this pill dispel the pill poison in the body, but it can also adjust the qi of true yuan. I obtained it by chance from an ancient cave. I think the recipe for this pill has already been lost. Qin Feng knew that once the news of the spirit lotus pill got out, it would definitely cause a commotion. He didn't want to bring unnecessary trouble to himself, so he casually made up a lie to hide it. However, no one cared whether this bottle of pill was picked up or refined. Their attention was focused on the spirit lotus pill itself. This was a bottle of miraculous pill that could remove pill toxins. If they obtained it, they would be able to remove the pill toxins that had accumulated in their body for many years, and their cultivation would naturally increase. Hong Ming was a little hesitant as she looked at her daughter. Hong Qinwu immediately nodded and said, Father, Senior Qin is very reliable. Quickly eat the pill. Hong Ming gritted her teeth and swallowed 2 spirit lotus pills. The pills melted in her mouth and a rich pill fragrance flowed through her body. Big brother, how can you eat the pill given by an outsider? What if something goes wrong? Hong Tian saw this and said anxiously. Hong Wen had long disliked Qin Feng. Now that he found an excuse, he glared at Qin Feng coldly and yelled, Stinking brat, who sent you to harm big uncle? Which eye of yours saw me harm Senior Hong Ming? On the other hand, the few of you keep stopping me from saving Senior. What are your intentions? You're a stubborn guy. You're about to die and you still refuse to admit the truth. I want to see how tough your bones are. Don't kneel and beg for mercy later. Hong Wen suddenly attacked. He slapped out with his palm and a giant true yuan hand appeared in the air. However, after Qin Feng entered the cauldron-filling realm, he had a deep understanding of the true essence of the true yuan hand. When he saw the true yuan hand that Hong Wen simulated, it was as if he was looking at a child playing house in front of him. You're still a bit lacking. Qin Feng scoffed. He lightly waved his sleeves and a violent wave of true qi surged out. The true yuan hand that was descending from the air instantly dissipated like clouds being blown away by the wind. The aftermath of the true yuan hadn't dissipated yet, and it hit Hong Wen's body. Hong Wen's body flew out like a kite with a broken string. If it wasn't for Hong Tian's quick reaction, he would have flown out of the cave. How dare you? You dare to hurt my son? I want you to die a horrible death. Hong Tian was instantly enraged. The violent true yuan that surged out of his body was like a mountain pressing down on Qin Feng. Qin Feng immediately felt that it was difficult to breathe. He couldn't see through Hong Tian's realm, but he could feel that his aura was comparable to Wang Lu Zhongming and the others. Hong Tian, what are you doing? Before the giant hand in the air landed, Hong Ming's true yuan surged out. In the originally peaceful cave, a strong wind blew in all directions. It was as if a hurricane had started. A hint of unwillingness flashed in Hong Tian's eyes, but in the end he retracted his aura. He stared coldly at Qin Feng and said, Big brother, you saw it too. This outsider came to the second demon mountain to behave atrociously and injured my son. If I don't teach him a lesson today, where will the dignity of the Black Demon clan be? It seemed that the spirit lotus pill had taken effect. Hong Ming's pale face regained some color and luster. He even walked down from the spirit crystal bed and his eyes shone with a bright light. The second demon mountain belongs to the Black Demon clan. If an outsider causes trouble, he will naturally be dealt with according to the clan's rules. However, this valley is my private territory. Young Hero Qin is Qin Wu's friend. You guys attacking young Hero Qin here is the same as attacking me. Big brother. That boy is just an outsider. Are you getting angry at me because of him? Have you gone senile? Hong Tian's expression darkened. Hong Tian, there are some things that I don't want to expose. Don't think that I don't know anything. Young Hero Qin's pill can indeed dispel pill poison. My illness is already mostly healed. You should put away your ambition. Hong Ming's words had a hidden meaning. Hong Qinwu was confused. However, she saw that Hong Tian's expression was extremely ugly. The true origin in his body surged again as if he was going to attack at any time. In the end, he coldly snorted, flicked his sleeves and left. Pooh. Not long after they left, Hong Ming suddenly spat out a large mouthful of blood. Hong Qinwu's expression changed drastically. She immediately ran up to support him. "Father, are you okay?" Hong Ming sat back on the bed. His aura was weak and his hair was disheveled. He seemed to be in a sorry state. "I'm fine. I'll be fine after resting for a while." Hong Qinwu immediately looked at Qin Feng and said, "Senior Qin, is there something wrong with the pill?" Before Qin Feng could reply, Hong Ming waved his hand and smiled. "Qinwu, you misunderstood young hero Qin. The pill he gave me can indeed dispel pill poison. However, the poison is too deep. It can't be cured in a short time. The reason why I'm like this is because I forcefully circulated my true qi. I'll be fine after some rest." Hong Qinwu heaved a sigh of relief. Moments later, she suddenly thought of something. "Father, what did you mean by what you said to Uncle Hong Tian just now?" Hong Ming heaved a long sigh. He looked haggard, but he didn't explain. Qin Feng took over the topic and said, "Lady Hong, if I'm not wrong, the pill poison in Senior's body was caused by your uncle." Hong Qinwu said in shock, "Huh? How is that possible? Uncle Hong Tian is father's younger brother." Seeing that Qin Feng had spoken openly, Hong Ming sighed again. "Sigh. Qinwu, young hero Qin is right. Half a year ago Hong Tian gave me a truth form pill to help me break through to the true form realm. At that time I didn't think much and went into seclusion to prepare to break through to the true form realm. However, that truth form pill was laced with intense poison. Caused me to suffer a backlash at the critical moment of breaking through. Then I failed to break through and was left with serious pill poison." Hong Qinwu couldn't accept this. She knew that her uncles were fighting openly and secretly for the position of Demon King. However, she hadn't expected them to kill each other for it. "Father, since you already knew that something was wrong, why did you let Hong Tian go?" After knowing the truth, Hong Qinwu didn't even mention the word uncle. "Qinwu, the adult's world is much more complicated and dark than you can imagine. I turned a blind eye because I couldn't do anything to Hong Tian. Ever since you were poisoned, every time you circulated your quintessential essence, you would feel pain all over your body. If you really fought with Hong Tian, it was hard to say who would win. Seeing that I didn't die during the breakthrough, Hong Tian didn't dare to do anything. He couldn't understand my current situation. Otherwise, he would have attacked me long ago. Father, what should we do now?" Just now Hong Tian released killing intent. I feel that he can't hold on much longer. Hong Qinwu was extremely anxious. She didn't expect her father to be in such a dangerous situation. Her father had never mentioned this to her before. A hint of disappointment flashed in Hong Ming's eyes. He suddenly looked at Qin Feng and said, "Young hero Qin, please do me a favor." Qin Feng seemed to have guessed his thoughts. "Senior wants me to take Miss Hong away from Demon City?" Hong Ming nodded and said, "Young hero Qin is indeed very smart. The Black Demon clan isn't what it used to be. Not only are the clansmen fighting for the position of Demon King, but the sects in Demon City have also been drooling over the second Demon Mountain for a long time. The reason why this battle hasn't happened yet is because of me. Once I die, the Black Demon clan probably won't be able to hold on. Father, I don't want to leave you. I want to fight alongside you." Hong Qinwu immediately knelt beside the bed and held Hong Ming's arm tightly, unwilling to let go. "Silly girl, you won't be able to change anything even if you stay. Young hero Qin is very good. You can stay by his side in the future. I believe he will take good care of you on behalf of me." Hong Ming's words made Hong Qinwu cry, but Qin Feng's face was full of awkwardness. Weren't they talking about the Black Demon clan? Why did they talk about marriage? Chapter 2088. Qianbei. If you can break through to the true form realm, can the Black Demon clan's crisis be resolved? Qin Fen asked. Hong Ming was dazed. Even in the entire MOD there are only a few true form realm powerful figures. If I can successfully break through to the true form realm, I can naturally resolve the Black Demon clan's crisis. Qin Fen nodded. That's easy. The two looked at him in disbelief. They didn't understand what Qin Fen meant. If breaking through to the true form realm was a small matter, what was a big matter? Qianbei Qin, you want to help father break through to the true form realm? Hong Chenwu asked. Qin Fen's expression was serious. For ordinary cultivators, breaking through to the true form realm is their lifelong goal. They might not even be able to achieve it in the end, but it's not difficult for Qianbei Hongming. Actually, Qianbei Hongming has already stabilized at the disaster transformation state peak stage. If it wasn't for Hong Tian, it would only be a matter of time before Qianbei broke through to the true form realm. Right now, Qianbei only has an intense pill poison in your body. The other conditions for breaking through are not obstructed. Qinfen made it sound so simple. If the demonic cultivators in Mo heard this, they would laugh their heads off. However, Hong Chenwu couldn't laugh. She had seen Qinfen's powerful abilities in the Nine Heavens Snow realm. He might be young, but he could concoct pills, set up formations, and even forge weapons. Perhaps he really could do it. Young hero Qin, although you have the Spirit Lotus pill, this bottle of pills probably won't be able to completely remove the pill poison in my body. Even if the pill poison is removed, it will be difficult for me to break through to the true form realm in a short time. Cultivation is like going against the heavens. The more you cultivate, the more terrifying the spirit source you need to break through. I used up most of my life savings to break through to the true form realm last time. I can't even gather the spirit source now. Hong Ming sighed. Qinfen was relieved. If Hong Ming couldn't break through to the true form realm due to other obstacles, perhaps he really wouldn't be able to do anything. However, the pill poison and spirit source weren't difficult for him. Qianbei, I indeed don't have a second bottle of Spirit Lotus pill, but I'm a level 7 pill king. As long as you give me a level 7 Fire Spirit Lotus, I can concoct Spirit Lotus pill anytime. Of course, if you have a 9-leaf Fire Spirit Lotus, the effect would be even better. Hong Ming was dumbfounded. He never expected Qinfen to be a tier 7 elixir king. Furthermore, from Qinfen's words, it was not difficult to tell that he had the elixir formula for the spiritual lotus pill. However, what Qinfen said next almost drove Hong Ming crazy. As for the spirit source, it's even less of a problem. I still have some immortal stones and a few spirit meridians. They can help you break through to the true form realm. Forget about the spirit vein. With Hong Ming's status, it would not shock him too much. But after hearing about immortal stones, his eyes almost fell to the ground. Young hero Qin, do you know what immortal stones are? Qin Feng. Father. Young hero Qin really has the immortal stone. He obtained it from an ancient ruin in the Nine Heavens Snow region. It is said that the ancient ruin was the place where Chu Fan, the #1 cultivator of the Snow region city, ascended to immortality. Hong Chenwu's expression became slightly complicated when she spoke of Chu Fan. Because the profound devil clan's old devil king ancestor Hong Imo had perished at Chu Fan's hands all those years ago. Did you really find the ice heart flame left behind by your ancestors? Did you find Ancestor Red Devil's body? Hong Ming suddenly became excited. Hong Chenwu shook his head disappointedly. Father, I did not find the ancestor's body in the cave abode. Otherwise, I would have definitely brought it back. Qin Feng realized that this was an unpleasant topic, so he returned to the main topic. Senior, now that we have elixirs and immortal stones, breaking through to the true form realm will not be a problem. When Hong Ming had woken up from his ancestor's regret, his eyes lit up. He had thought that he would never be able to step into the true form realm in this lifetime. He had not expected that he would be able to fulfill his wish with the help of an early-stage Ekiana Tripod Realm Jr. Hong Ming was indeed the Devil King of the Profound Devil Clan, the #1 power in Shanghai. The resources in his storage ring were like a mountain. There were at least hundreds of level 7 and level 8 spirit herbs and dozens of level 9 spirit herbs. Qin Feng needed 2 9-leaf Fire Spirit Lotus Hong Ming. He took both of them out for Qin Feng to refine elixirs. Now that his understanding of alchemy had reached the level of a level 7 elixir king, refining grade 1 Spirit Lotus elixirs was a piece of cake. An hour later, 2 cauldrons full of Spirit Lotus elixirs were produced. They were all of special grade quality. A rich elixir fragrance wafted in the small cave abode. Just a few sniffs would make one feel refreshed. Hong Ming had already swallowed a few Spirit Lotus elixirs. The elixirs melted in his mouth, and the medicinal effects were even stronger than the batch of Spirit Lotus elixirs that Qin Feng had taken out earlier. It was as if there was a flow of qi flowing through his meridians, washing away the remaining elixir toxins. Then it circulated and turned into blood that Hong Ming spat out. 5 minutes later, the ground was covered in dirty blood. The blood had an intense stench. It was obvious that a lot of elixir toxins had been expelled. Phew. Young hero Qin, your elixir is really magical. I feel like I have been reborn. After spitting out a few mouthfuls of black blood, Hong Ming's complexion was already very rosy. His aura was strong and even his voice was much louder. Hong Chenwu was pleasantly surprised. She rushed forward to hold Hong Ming's arm and said, "Father, the elixir toxins in your body have been forced out." Haha. It's not completely gone, but it's no longer a problem. I tried to circulate my quintessential essence just now, and I don't feel any pain anymore. That's great. It's all thanks to Senior Qin this time. I don't even know how to thank Senior Qin. Hong Chenwu was so excited that she danced like a happy little bird. Hong Ming's expression became strange. He looked at the girl, then at Qin Feng. Cough cough. Why don't you devote your life to me? Okay. Hong Chenwu's face turned completely red after she said that. She hit Hong Ming's arm and complained, "Father, you're so bad. How can you make fun of your daughter?" Hong Ming had never seen her daughter so shy before. He already understood and said with a smile, "I'm not making fun of you. Father is serious. I have high hopes for young hero Qin. He's already in the Ekiana realm at such a young age, and he's also a Tier 7 elixir king. Such elixir refining skills are rare in the entire demonic city." For some reason, when she heard her father praise Qin Feng, Hong Chenwu felt proud in her heart. She subconsciously said, "Father, Qin Feng isn't just an elixir king. He's also a true weapon grandmaster and can set up a Tier 6 great array." Hong Ming felt unwell. He was the new demon king of the Black Demon clan, and his cultivation talent was ranked at the top in the entire demonic city. However, even an absolute genius like him had only made rapid progress on the path of cultivation. When it came to alchemy and setting up arrays, Hong Ming was just a beginner. Yet Qin Feng was not even 30 years old, yet he had achievements in various fields. Such a cultivator was worthy of being called a true absolute genius. Chapter 2089. Hong Ming's confidence in breaking through to the true form realm grew stronger and stronger. He also chose the cave abode for his seclusion. Qin Fen set up a level 7 spirit gathering array in the cave abode. Immortal stones were placed around the spirit gathering array. When the array was activated, dense spirit qi surged into the cave abode from all directions. Spirit qi also surged up from under his feet. Qin Fen was extremely excited when he sensed the aura of the source of the spirit qi coming from under his feet. There was also some immortal qi in the spirit qi. If he didn't observe carefully, he wouldn't be able to notice it. Qin Fen had used immortal stones before, so he was very sensitive to that trace of immortal qi. He once again suspected that there might be an immortal meridian hidden under the 308 demon peaks. That was an immortal meridian. If he could take it away, Qin Fen believed that he would definitely be able to break through to the true form realm. It was even possible for him to face the fairy realm. 3 days later, a huge cloud condensed above Hong Ming's head. The cloud was full of spirit qi and there were even spirit raindrops falling. The cloud became bigger and bigger, eventually floating in the air outside the cave abode. The cultivators on the second demon peak were in an uproar. Look at the valley. It's covered by a cloud of spirit qi. That's the private territory of the Red Ming Demon King. Is the Demon King going to break through to the true form realm again? The Red Ming Demon King failed to break through to the true form realm half a year ago. In just 6 months he is trying to break through to the true form realm for the second time. Isn't this interval a little too short? If the Demon King fails again this time, he will probably be stuck at the peak of the disaster transformation realm forever. Almost all the demonic cultivators of the mysterious demon clan noticed the spirit qi cloud rising from the bottom of the valley. Everyone stood on the mountain peak and looked down at the rarely seen spectacular scene in the valley. At the entrance of a cave abode on the mountain peak, a few demonic cultivators looked gloomy. "Father, it seems like that brat really got rid of the elixir poison in Hong Ming's body. If Hong Ming successfully breaks through to the true form realm, we will be in big trouble," Hong Wen said, breaking the silence. This group of people were the ones who had rushed into Hong Ming's cave abode to stop Qin Fen from treating his illness. At this moment Hong Tian's face was even darker than the clouds. he said coldly. That brat is able to step into the cauldron-filling realm at such a young age, and he also has a pill that can remove pill poison. He is definitely not someone to be trifled with. Since this kind of person has already become enemies with us, we cannot let him leave Demonic City alive. Hong Wen's expression changed slightly. He had been concerned about Hong Ming breaking through to the true form realm and hadn't cared about Qin Fen at all. However, his father was actually paying attention to Qin Fen. This made him very unhappy. Especially when he thought about how he was heavily injured by Qin Feng that day, he felt even more displeased. Father, so what if that brat reaches the Ekiana tripod realm? You don't even need to do anything. The two elders can kill him at any time. What we have to consider now is that old man Hong Ming. If he reaches the true form realm, there will be no place for us in the mysterious demon clan, Hong Wen said anxiously. Other than anger, there was no panic on Hong Tian's face. What are you so anxious about? How can the true form realm be so easy to break through? Otherwise, there are so many true form realm mighty figures in the West Ocean continent. If we let that old man break through, he won't even have enough spirit source. If he fails this time, he will never be able to reach the true form realm. By then, the mysterious demon clan will easily fall into my hands. Hong Wen's eyes lit up. His worried expression changed as he clapped and cheered. Great. Father's move of retreating in order to advance is really great. Hong Tian was very proud, but on the surface he had the demeanor of an expert. You're still too young. There are many things you need to learn. Take your time. Qin Fen, can father successfully break through to the true form realm this time? In the small cave abode at the bottom of the valley, Hong Qinwu sat on the side and watched her father cultivate. He was very worried. Qin Fen was not idle at all. He kept forming formation seals with his hands as he said, the pill poison in Senior's body has been resolved. He also has the immortal stones and 3 spirit ranges as spirit sources. The chances of him breaking through to the true form realm are very high. Hong Qinwu heaved a sigh of relief. Then she noticed what Qin Fen was doing. Senior Qin, what are you doing? Setting up a defense formation and a killing formation. Why are you setting up these formations, Senior Qin? Hong Qinwu was puzzled. Qin Fen said, although it is not difficult for Senior to break through to the true form realm, there will be external obstacles. I need to be careful. Hong Qinwu was a very smart woman. She immediately understood the deeper meaning behind Qin Fen's words. Then she said angrily, Senior Qin, are you suspecting that Hong Tian and the others will come to disrupt Father's breakthrough? These people's hearts have been eaten by dogs. Father is their big brother and uncle. Qin Fen smiled and said, Lady Hong, you have been staying in Demonic City and being pampered and protected by Senior Hong Ming. How would you know the dangers of the world? Your father and Hong Tian are brothers. Even some married couples will hurt each other for benefits. Plus, it is not only Hong Tian and the others who are stopping your father from breaking through this time. Hong Qinwu was shocked. Not only Hong Tian and the others? Senior Qin, do you mean that there are people from the Mystic Demon clan who want to harm father? Senior Hong Ming is the new demon king of the Mystic Demon clan. He has just taken office, so many clansmen are naturally dissatisfied. Besides Hong Tian and the others, there are many people in the clan who want to deal with your father. The other obstacles I am talking about are the entire demonic city. The enemy we are facing now is not just the Mystic Demon clan but the entire demonic city, Qin Fen said solemnly. Hong Qinwu's beautiful big eyes widened. Just Hong Tian alone was enough to make her feel a great threat. If the major powers of demonic city also came to cause trouble, Hong Qinwu felt that her father's closed-door cultivation this time would definitely fail. The atmosphere suddenly became quiet. Qin Fen knew what Hong Qinwu was thinking, so he comforted her. I'm just guessing. After all, only the clansmen of the Mystic Demon clan can enter the second demon mountain. Even if the outside forces want to cause trouble, it will not be that easy. No matter what difficulties we face in the future, I will stay by your side and protect Senior Hong Ming. Don't worry too much. Qin Fen's words were like the winter sun that shone into Hong Qinwu's heart. Waves of warmth surged in her body, and her entire body was about to melt from Qin Fen's warmth. Thank you, Senior Qin. Hong Qinwu revealed a rare shy expression again. That charming and flirtatious scene made Qin Fen restless. However, when he thought of everyone's current situation, he immediately cast aside his messy thoughts. Miss Hong, just call me Qin Fin in the future. Senior Qin seems distant. Hong Chin-woo nodded shyly. Qin Fin. Then don't call me Miss Hong in the future. Just call me Chin-woo like father. Chin-woo. The two of them looked at each other affectionately. If Hong Tian and the others saw this scene, they would definitely faint from anger. Breaking through to the true form realm was indeed not easy. Hong Ming had been preparing for 7 days, but the first lightning tribulation did not strike. At that moment, the spirit clouds that gathered above his head formed one after another. Not only could one see the majestic spirit clouds in the second demon mountain, but a huge mushroom spirit cloud had formed in the sky above the entire demonic city. Thunder Monarch. An abnormal spirit cloud has appeared in the sky above demonic city. Now all the cultivators in demonic city have gathered there. Should we, the Thunder Clan, go and take a look? Sky Fiend sect leader. A mushroom spirit cloud has appeared above demonic city. Rumor has it that someone is breaking through to the true form realm. The mushroom cloud is above the second demon mountain. It might be the new demon king of the mysterious demon clan, Senior Hong Ming, breaking through to the true form realm. I remember there was news that Senior Hong Ming was going into closed-door cultivation to break through to the true form realm half a year ago. However, nothing happened after that. I didn't expect Senior Hong Ming to go into closed-door cultivation for half a year. It seems like Demonic City will have another ultimate god of true form. The entire Demonic City was in an uproar because of Hong Ming's breakthrough to the true form realm. In the West Ocean continent, true form realm cultivators had already reached the peak and were extremely rare. If Hong Ming could finally break through to the true form realm, it would be extremely significant to the entire demonic city, as it would raise the West Ocean continent's demonic cultivators' power to a whole new level. All the sect's disciples gathered at the second demon mountain. In less than half a day, there were hundreds of thousands of demonic cultivators outside the second demon mountain. They wanted to witness the birth of an ultimate god of true form but could not enter the second demon mountain. Everyone felt a little regretful. Father, the situation doesn't seem right. Hong Wen stood at the entrance of a cave abode in the second demon mountain and looked up at the sky. The entire second demon mountain sky was covered by spirit clouds, and there was even a small spirit cloud rain. Hong Tian's face was so cold that it was about to freeze. As a late-stage disaster transformation expert, he knew Hong Ming's breakthrough progress better than anyone else. Rumor had it that a huge amount of spirit energy was required before one could break through to the true form realm. Once the spirit energy reached the required level, it would be converted into a spirit source that would flow back into the cultivator's body. Now that the spirit clouds were covering the entire sky and it was raining down, this was the sign of the spirit source feedback. Oh no. That old fart Hong Ming is about to break through to the true form realm, Hong Tian exclaimed. Whoosh. As soon as he finished speaking, there was a loud sound in the sky above the second demon mountain. It was a thunderclap accompanied by a blazing white lightning that cut through the void. The lightning was like a roaring dragon, instantly tearing the spirit clouds in the sky and falling toward the valley. It was raining cats and dogs. The raindrops contained dense spirit energy. It was clearly a rare spirit rain. Oh my god. That lightning was so fierce. If it had struck someone, even a cauldron-filling state almighty would not be able to withstand it. That's the lightning tribulation. Hong Ming Devil King triggered the true form lightning tribulation. He's about to break through to the true form realm. What a heavy rain. No, this is spirit rain. Everyone use the spirit rain to cultivate. The second demon mountain was in an uproar. When they realized that Hong Ming had triggered the lightning tribulation and was raining spirit rain, the mystic demon clan's demonic cultivators immediately sat cross-legged on the various mountain peaks and began absorbing the spirit source to increase their cultivation level. When the first fierce lightning tribulation fell into the valley, half of the cave abode instantly exploded. Hong Chin-woo screamed in shock. Oh no, this true form lightning tribulation is too fierce. The two of us can't withstand it at all. Qin Fin had already set up the lightning storage formation and was waiting for the lightning tribulation to fall. However, he did not expect the true form realm's lightning tribulation to be so fierce. It was even more violent than the 9 transformation true lightning he triggered during his breakthrough. Chin-woo, go hide in the level 7 defense formation. I'll help Senior Hong Ming draw the lightning tribulation away, Qinfen immediately shouted. Chapter 2090. Before Qinfen finished his sentence, there was another loud sound in the sky. It turned out that the lightning streak was just the beginning. The first wave of the lightning tribulation wasn't just one lightning bolt. 2 more blazing white lightning streaks as thick as a human's waist fell. Hong Qinwu was dumbfounded. She even forgot to hide in the defense array. Qinfen didn't have time to urge her. He immediately threw out hundreds of array flags. The array flags fell to the ground like flowers scattered by a fairy. They instantly formed a white light that shot into the sky. The white light was like a lighthouse in the darkness, guiding the lightning streak into the lightning storage array. Qinfen had set up the most lightning storage arrays. They almost filled the entire cave abode. He was glad that he had held back. Otherwise, it was hard to say whether Hong Ming could survive the lightning tribulation, not to mention the outside world's influence on Hong Ming's breakthrough. Rumble. When the lightning streak fell to the ground, it surged wildly in the lightning storage array. The ground shook and the array was instantly filled to the brim. It felt like it was going to explode at any time. Hong Qinwu's beautiful eyes were wide open, and her face was filled with disbelief. The thunder storage formation formed a layer of air around it, trapping the sea of lightning. That air layer bulged and its surface was as thin as a cicada's wings. It looked as if it would break with a single tap of a finger. Qinfen, will we be blown up in the cave abode? Hong Qinwu didn't even dare to blink. She was afraid that the lightning streak would rush out the moment she closed her eyes. Qinfen was sweating profusely. He kept guiding the extra lightning source into other lightning storage arrays. He realized that the hundreds of lightning storage arrays he had set up were not enough. Young hero Qin, quickly take Qinwu and leave this place. With your cultivation level, you won't be able to survive the true form lightning tribulation. Hong Ming's voice traveled over. He didn't open his mouth to speak. Instead, he used his quintessential essence to transmit his voice. Under such a fierce lightning tribulation attack, Hong Ming couldn't even protect himself. He couldn't divert his attention to protect Qinfen and Hong Qinwu. He even regretted breaking through to the true form realm so hastily. Although the elixir poison in his body had been removed and he had sufficient spirit source to support his breakthrough, he had neglected a more serious problem. He hadn't been prepared for the true form lightning tribulation. However, it was too late to say anything now. Hong Ming felt like he was being forced to do something beyond his ability. If he stopped breaking through midway, his cultivation level wouldn't improve in the future. Qinwu, quickly hide in the defensive formation. I'll help Senior overcome the tribulation, Qinfen shouted. Hong Qinwu snapped out of her daze and subconsciously jumped into the spell formation. Qinfen, on the other hand, was still outside the spell formation, throwing out spell formation flags to attract lightning into the spell formation. After the time it took for an incense stick to burn, the thunder in the sky gradually subsided, the gale abruptly stopped and the spiritual rain was fine. It was as if nothing had happened. However, Hong Qinwu knew very well that the might of the lightning tribulation just now could be described as devastating. The abode in front of her had collapsed a long time ago, and it was completely unrecognizable. Thunder rumbled within the lightning accumulating formation like the roars of ancient beasts. Young hero Qin, why you blocked the first wave of the lightning tribulation? Hong Ming's voice trembled. He had already made preparations to welcome the lightning, but he realized that the lightning tribulation had already disappeared. Qinfen finally breathed a sigh of relief. He regretted being careless. He had thought that the divine punishment of a truth realization state cultivator was just so-so. No matter how powerful it was, it could not compare to the power of the 9-change true lightning. However, after seeing it, his horizons had been broadened. This was no different from a divine punishment that would kill. However, Qinfen was only shocked. He did not retreat or feel fear. After all, he was a man who had survived the 9-change true lightning multiple times. Furthermore, when he had been exploring the 13 palaces of the South Pingzhou state, he had experienced the dark night of death lightning on the mountain of life. The black lightning that filled the sky was like an infinite killing intent in the dark night. It was also one of the 9 divine punishment lightning tribulations. He had also survived it and successfully reached the peak of the mountain of life. He had taken the tree of life. After experiencing the dark night of death and the recent true realization state lightning tribulation, Qianfen suddenly had an epiphany. He realized that the lightning tribulation also had room for growth. For example, every time he broke through, he triggered the 9 change true lightning. As his realm broke through, the lightning tribulation became more and more ferocious. He could not help but wonder how terrifying the destructive power would be once the 9 change true lightning completely matured. Senior Hongming, don't worry. I'm a level 7 array king. There are still some thunder storage arrays in the cave abode. They can help you withstand a few more waves of lightning tribulation. As for the last few waves, I'm afraid you'll have to withstand them yourself. After hearing Qianfen's words, Hongming almost broke through and failed the tribulation transcendence. He had been shocked by Qianfen's skills time and time again. Although Hong Chenwu had told him that Qianfen could set up arrays and forge weapons, Hongming had only thought that Qianfen was a beginner array master. He had never imagined that he would actually be a level 7 array king. A level 7 elixir king and a level 7 array king. Hongming's heart started to race. It was only now that he truly realized what a terrifying and monstrous son-in-law the little girl had found. This son-in-law could be considered the #1 genius in Charm City. Hongming quickly calmed himself down. He knew that this was not the time to be emotional. There were still dozens of destructive lightning tribulations waiting for him. Hongming, who did not have much hope of withstanding the lightning tribulation, was reignited. He realized that not only was Qianfen the little girl's savior, but he was also his savior. On the second Devil Peak, everyone looked up at the sky. Why did the lightning tribulation stop? Lingyu is gone too. I just touched the threshold of breaking through and now it's gone. Could it be that the Red Tea Demon King has successfully attained the true form realm? The Black Demon Clan will return to its glory. What are you thinking? Even the most ordinary Void Spirit Realm lightning tribulation requires 36 lightning bolts. The Red Tea Demon King is breaking through to the true form realm. The lightning tribulation will be at least 9-1. The clansmen of the Black Demon Clan could not suppress their excitement. It was as if they were the one undergoing the tribulation and not Hongming. However, many clansmen were jealous and even hoped that Hongming would fail the tribulation transcendence. At that moment, a few black figures flew over the second Devil Peak and landed in the Sea of Lightning in the valley. Although Qianfen had directed most of the lightning tribulation into the thunder storage array, a small portion of the power of the lightning had spread into the valley outside the cave abode. Rumble. As soon as the red pattern landed, a bolt of lightning exploded under his feet. He was so shocked that he flew hundreds of meters away. He cursed in shock. Damn it. This true form realm lightning tribulation is too fierce. Father, are we really going to charge in now? Why don't we wait for a few more waves of lightning tribulation? Hongming might be struck to death by the lightning tribulation himself. 12 people landed in the valley. Besides the team led by Hong Tian, there was also a tall and muscular man with fiery red hair leading the team. The man looked very similar to Hong Tian. He was Hong Tian and Hongming's third brother, Hong Su. Third brother, what do you think? Hong Tian was not in a hurry to express his opinion. Instead, he asked for Hong Su's opinion. Hong Su was constantly emitting a ferocious quintessential essence. Coupled with his ferocious expression, no one dared to approach him. Hongming should have died a long time ago. Why wait for him to die in the lightning tribulation? Then a new demon king would have to be elected. It would be really troublesome. A cold look flashed across Hong Tian's eyes. How could he not see his third brother's ambition? Hongming was also tempted to become the demon king. However, the person who had taken over was big brother Hongming. If it was him, he believed that Hong Su would also want to kill Hong Su. I don't quite understand what you mean, third brother. Hong Tian pretended not to know. Hong Su laughed coldly. Second brother, since we are standing here together, we are temporarily on the same boat. There is no need to hide anything. What I mean is that we should first team up and kill Big Brother. Whoever can personally take down Big Brother's head will become the new demon king. The party who fails must not have any other thoughts. We must unconditionally support the other party to become the new demon king. If second brother has no objections, then we will act immediately. This Hong Su was even more vicious than Hong Tian. No matter what, Hongming was his big brother. However, he wanted to take down his big brother's head. Even Hong Tian felt a chill in his heart. He even regretted teaming up with his third brother. This guy was really abnormal. He had to be on guard against him at all times. Alright. Then let's do as third brother says. Hong Tian hesitated for a while before agreeing. Hong Su laughed wildly. He flipped his hand and a machete appeared in his hand. He swung it down towards Hong Ming's cave dwelling. Today is the day that Big Brother dies. In the future I will still burn joss paper for Big Brother on this day every year. Rumble. A loud noise shook the heavens. The already dilapidated cave dwelling collapsed in an instant. A cloud of dust flew. The cave dwelling was no longer what it used to be. It had become a ruin. Big Brother. Long time no see. What are you doing? Hong Su rested the machete on his shoulder and looked at Hong Ming, who was in the dust, with a playful smile. Hong Ming was furious. However, she was trapped by the lightning tribulation and didn't have the mood to fight him. Third uncle? What are you doing here? Hong Chenwu's expression was cold. Qin Fin had said that there would be people from the Black Demon clan coming to cause trouble. Moreover, it wasn't just Hong Tian and Hong Wen. Hong Chenwu didn't believe him. After all, they were from the same clan. However, when she saw Hong Su standing arrogantly in front of her, she had no choice but to accept this reality. Chenwu, you're here too. Since I'm your third uncle, I won't kill you today. After I kill your father, I will become the new demon king of the Black Demon clan. At that time you will be my maid and serve me every night. You. Hong Chenwu was so angry that she couldn't speak. She couldn't imagine that her third uncle would say such inhumane words. Pooh. Hong Ming spat out a mouthful of blood. He was so angry that he lost control of his cultivation. As the true essence in his body became chaotic, the dense spiritual clouds above his head started to dissipate. The subsequent lightning tribulation couldn't strike down. Senior Hong Ming, don't mind that pervert's words. He's purposely angering you and causing you to go berserk, Qin Fin said quickly. Hong Su's expression changed slightly. His gaze landed on Qin Fin. If Qin Fin hadn't spoken, he wouldn't have noticed Qin Fin's existence. Where did a cauldron-filling ant like you come from? You don't look like someone from our Black Demon clan, Hong Su said coldly. Qin Fin is our benefactor. You better not act recklessly. Hong Chenwu could already feel the murderous intent from Hong Su. However, her words were useless. Hong Su even dared to kill Hong Ming. Why would he listen to her? Chapter 2091. So this brat cured Hong Ming's pill poison? Hong Su looked at Qin Feng again. That's right. I cured Senior Hong Ming's pill poison. What can you do to me? Their gazes clashed in the air. Qin Feng didn't back down. Hong Su was confused. Where did Qin Feng get his confidence from? However, he wasn't in a hurry to attack. The reason was simple. He was interested in Qin Feng. Junior, how did you cure Hong Ming, that old thief? Hong Su asked. Qin Feng was speechless. He called Hong Ming an old thief in front of his big brother? This Hong Su was also arrogant to the extreme. How I cure is my business. Why should I tell you? Qin Feng's expression was cold. Killing intent flashed in Hong Su's eyes and his tone became cold. You ant, I can kill you with one palm at any time. If you tell me how to cure it, I'll leave your corpse intact if I'm in a good mood. If you want to fight, then fight. Stop being so wishy-washy. Qin Feng yelled. Everyone was stunned. They were completely shocked by Qin Feng's arrogance. He was just a cauldron-filling state level 1 ant. How dare he behave atrociously in front of a disaster transformation late-stage expert? You reckless ant, I'll let you know who I am. Hong Su's fiery temper couldn't tolerate this. He didn't even have the mood to ask Qin Feng how to cure his big brother. He waved his hand and the machete on his shoulder slashed down. Instantly, a violent true essence hurricane swept over. The dust from the ruins was blown up. Giant rocks spun in the air. If those rocks hit someone, even a hollow spirit realm cultivator would vomit blood and die. Qin Feng jumped to Hong Chenwu's side and slashed as soon as he landed. The ruler shot up into the sky with a purple light. The dazzling sword light was so beautiful that even Hong Su was mesmerized for a moment. Rumble. When the two sword energies collided, a loud explosion reverberated in the valley. The purple light was instantly engulfed while Hong Su's sword aura continued forward and collided with the level 7 defensive formation. A formation screen appeared in the air. The violent true essence collided with it and created ripples. This scene stunned Hong Su and he couldn't help but yell. Ah? This is a level 7 defensive formation? When did old thief Hong Ming become an array king? Hong Su had never thought that Qin Feng had set up these formations because that was completely impossible. While he was distracted, Qin Feng took the initiative to attack. Whoosh! As the long saber chopped down, the ruler swept up a wave of ferocious quintessence. After stepping into the cauldron-filling realm, Qin Feng hadn't had a good fight. Now that he used the ruler again, he realized that its power was dozens of times stronger than before. The whole valley was shrouded in purple light, like a beautiful sunset. Hong Wen and the others were dumbfounded. They were already immersed in this dreamlike scene. Luckily, Qin Feng's main target wasn't them. Otherwise they wouldn't even know how they died. Little ant, you want to deceive me with a mere illusion? Break. Hong Xian was enraged. An ant at the first layer of the cauldron-filling state dared to attack him? This was an insult to him. The machete fiercely swung down, and a true essence transformed into saber chi that floated in the air. The purple light that filled the sky was instantly cut apart, as if it had been blown away by the wind. Boom! In the blink of an eye, a level 7 defensive formation exploded, but the ferocious saber chi didn't disappear. It headed straight for the empty space where Qin Feng and Hong Chenwu stood. However, Qin Feng waved his hand and dozens of formation flags fell down. Another wall rose, blocking in front of the two. Buzz! A strange energy rippled and the saber chi collided with it, forming a scene of rippling water. Hong Su's attack stopped abruptly. He looked at the formation in front of him in disbelief and shouted, "You set up this formation? You're a level 7 formation king." Level 7 formation king? Dozens of pairs of eyes looked at Qin Feng. No one could believe that this young man was already a formation king. In the entire West Sea continent, how many formation kings were there? That attack had put a lot of pressure on Qin Feng. He didn't have time to discuss with Hong Su whether he was a formation king or not. Taking advantage of the pause, Qin Feng immediately counterattacked. This time it wasn't the attack of the ruler, because Qin Feng realized that his current cultivation couldn't hurt Hong Su. A cool-looking sniper rifle appeared in Qin Feng's hand. This weapon was foreign to people on the Divine Supreme Continent. However, the 100-mile light sniper's heavy metal appearance and sharp, rigid lines made people feel a strong sense of danger. Suddenly there was a loud noise. Qin Feng had already pulled the trigger. A lightning arc as thick as a person's waist shot out from the light sniper. It carried the aura of a dragon emerging from the sea, and instantly exploded on Hong Su's body. Hong Su's scream came from within the sea of lightning. The explosion's aftermath was earth-shattering, and the airflow and heat waves spread quickly. Even the rocks were instantly melted into water mist. What kind of weapon is this? Is it an immortal artifact? Hong Wen and the others were dumbfounded. They even forgot to dodge the aftermath. The explosion instantly spread 1,000 meters, and the body condensation realm and cauldron-filling realm experts were blown into the sky. Hong Tian used his true yuan to protect his body, and barely managed to stand in the explosion. The loud noise lasted for a long time. When the dust was blown away by the wind, the battlefield changed. The ruins were once again destroyed and the ground was full of holes. Qin Feng, what's going on? Hong Chenwu's eyes landed on the ground. Qin Feng was shocked by the power of the light sniper. He muttered to himself, "That's the power of Senior Hong Ming's lightning tribulation. The power of a true form realm lightning tribulation." Everyone was confused. They couldn't understand how Qin Feng had released Hong Ming's lightning tribulation. The 100-mile light sniper in his hands became the focus of attention. Hong Tian and the others even guessed that it was an immortal artifact. However, even if it was an immortal artifact, Hong Tian and the others' first thought wasn't to snatch it, but to retreat. However, Qin Feng wouldn't give them the chance. Before these people had appeared, he had stored some of the thunder source in the lightning storage array into the energy slot. Now the energy slot containing the true form lightning tribulation was installed on the 100-mile light sniper. The light sniper shot out the true form lightning tribulation. Rumble. When the trigger was pulled, numerous lightning arcs as thick as a person's waist floated in the sky. The thunder was deafening and the blazing white light was blinding. Hong Tian's body was still in mid-air and hadn't fallen. Closely after, he was blasted even higher into the sky by the second wave of the Sea of Lightning. He let out a heart-wrenching scream which seemed to be suppressing the thunder. Rumble. There was a loud sound and the sky seemed to split open. Everyone gasped. That was the sound of Hong Tian's body exploding. Not only had his body been destroyed, but a dazzling golden ball had also flown out of the sea of lightning. However, before it could fly far, the golden light had already dimmed. A late-stage disaster transformation almighty had completely fallen. Even though they had seen it with their own eyes, they still couldn't accept it. However, this wasn't the time to be shocked. The sea of lightning was still surging, and the aura of death enveloped the entire valley of the second demon mountain. Chapter 2092. Immortal Artifact. That ant actually has an immortal artifact. The elders were terrified. That's not an immortal artifact but a treasure that can convert energy. That ant converted the true form lightning tribulation triggered by Hong Ming's breakthrough, Hong Tian shouted. No matter whether Qinfen was holding an immortal artifact or a treasure that could convert energy, these people didn't care anymore. At that moment, thunder rumbled in the valley of the second demonic mountain. Lightning crisscrossed. It was a terrifying scene that looked like it was going to destroy the world. As for these lightning bolts, they could even kill a late-stage disaster transformation cultivator like Hong Su. How could they not be afraid? When they came back to their senses, they fled. There were many figures in the sky. Flying swords left countless marks in the dark clouds and lightning sea, forming a spectacular scene. Suddenly, there was an explosion and Hong Wen's scream came from the sky. He was only at the early-stage body condensation realm, so he had no chance of survival in the lightning sea. When Hong Tian heard his son's scream and looked over, he saw blood and flesh flying everywhere. Even Hong Wen's primordial spirit had been destroyed. "And I'm going to kill you." Hong Tian was furious. His old face was hideous and a red dot of light appeared between his eyebrows. This was the demonic mark that all demonic cultivators had. He stopped running and turned around to charge at Qinfen. He slapped his palms wildly and dozens of essential essence hand seals floated in the air, trying to block the lightning attack. When the lightning fell, it didn't immediately break the hand seals. The surface of the hand seals was covered in cracks, but the strong essential essence kept the hand seals moving forward. In just a few breaths, Hong Tian had already rushed to the sky above Qinfen's head. When the dozens of broken hand seals overlapped, it was like light piercing through the clouds. "Qinfen, be careful." Hong Qinwu shouted anxiously. Hong Ming's heart tightened when she saw such a powerful formation. She even started to withdraw her essential essence, wanting to give up on this breakthrough. Qin Feng immediately felt the spirit qi around him dissipate and he understood. He waved his hand and a huge heaven bell appeared in front of him. He carried the 100-mile light sniper on his shoulder and pointed the muzzle at the dense hand seals in the air. "Senior Hong Ming, you just need to focus on passing the tribulation." Rumble. As soon as Qin Feng finished speaking, a loud sound exploded in the sky. When the lightning was released through the heaven bell, its power became several times stronger. The dazzling white light made people unable to open their eyes, and the sound of the lightning streaking across the void shocked the soul. It was as if the sky had been torn open. The speed of that bolt of lightning was extremely fast, as if it had just been fired from a laser sniper. In the next moment, it had already collided with the handprint cloud in the sky. The gigantic hand, which was thickly covered in pure Jin Yuan, vibrated intensely, seeming to shake the sky for a few times. Next, a cracking noise came out of it and the gigantic hand, which seemed to be condensed and tangible, shattered into countless pieces along with a series of cracking noise. Rumble. Qin Feng fired his second shot. The lightning rose into the sky, and the scattered handprints instantly exploded into powder. Along with a gust of wind, they could no longer be seen. The power of the lightning tribulation had yet to dissipate. It slammed into Hong Tian's body with the power of a soaring dragon. The collision caused the sound of metal to ring out, and Hong Tian's body exploded. He coughed up a great deal of blood in midair. "That's amazing. The true form realm lightning tribulation is too fierce. Everyone run for your lives. Even Hong Su and Hong Tian can't withstand this lightning tribulation. If we stay, we'll die." The expressions of the few clansmen who had been watching from afar changed drastically. When they regained their senses, they turned and ran. They knew that their plan to kill the Red Ming Demon King had completely failed, and after failing they would be met with Hong Ming's crazy counterattack. Even so, it was better than staying here and being struck to death by the Sea of Lightning. Qin brat, I'll take revenge for killing my son sooner or later. You can just wait for your death. Hong Tian hadn't been destroyed by the lightning tribulation, and he had already flown away. Qin Feng wanted to chase after him and get rid of this trouble in one fell swoop, but Hong Tian was simply too fast. In the blink of an eye, he had disappeared without a trace. The valley of the second demonic peak was filled with ruins. It was no longer possible to tell what it had looked like before. When everyone had run away in fear, Hong Qinwu and Hong Ming were still in a daze. Two disaster transformation almighties had joined forces, and they had been assisted by over a dozen cauldron-filling realm elders. In the end, they had all been sent running by Qin Feng with a few shots. Qin Feng, is that really an immortal artifact in your hand? Hong Qinwu's beautiful eyes widened. This was the first time she had seen an immortal artifact. Qinwu, how is this an immortal artifact? It's just a true artifact-grade treasure that can convert energy, said Qin Feng with a smile. Hong Ming's eyes lit up. She looked at the 100-mile light sniper in Qin Feng's hand and said, I've only heard of energy conversion Dharma treasures, but this is the first time I've seen one. It's said that this type of Dharma treasure is extremely rare in the entire Divine Supreme Continent. It's very powerful. Today I've seen it and it's indeed powerful. Can even convert the true form lightning tribulation. Qin Feng felt awkward. This was not a conversion Dharma treasure. It was an energy tank that Star Technology had bought. According to the introduction of the energy tank, it was a universal storage device that could store any energy. More and more cultivators gathered around the second demonic peak. Suddenly, a strange cry came from the crowd and many cultivators started to retreat. A scorching air current spread from the demonic peak, bringing with it an extremely violent aura. Some cultivators who had not come back to their senses felt it very vividly. The aura of death seemed to be within reach. Then there was a violent explosion. A layer of light barrier formed around the second demonic peak, blocking the violent aura fluctuations. Phew, that scared me to death. I almost lost my life here. What was that just now? Such a powerful aura fluctuation. Was it caused by Red Tea Demon King breaking through to the true form realm? I've long heard that there was an ancient defense formation on the second demonic peak. It seems that the rumors are true. The aura fluctuation just now was comparable to the full-powered attack of a disaster transformation state cultivator, but it was easily blocked by the formation on the demonic peak. The cultivators discussed. Those who had escaped from death heaved a long sigh of relief. However, before everyone could completely calm down, another wave of powerful aura surged over. This time everyone was already prepared. Many people immediately retreated thousands of meters away to avoid the disaster. Some even brought out their defensive magic treasures. A loud sound spread. When the shockwave of the explosion hit the formation, the entire second demonic peak that pierced through the clouds showed a wondrous scene of rippling water, making people gasp in amazement. This time a few figures flew out of the demonic peak. Some people fell at the foot of the mountain as soon as they came out. They were covered in blood and their faces were unrecognizable. The clothes of those who were in good condition were also in tatters. They looked extremely wretched. Someone recognized them. Oh my God. That's one of the 8 great demons of the black demon race, Hong Tian. Rumor has it that he has reached disaster transformation state peak stage and has the hope of breaking through to the true form realm at any time. Who could injure him like this? I know those 2 old men. They're the left and right guards of Hong Tian, one of the 8 great demons of the black demon race. They're both disaster transformation state primary stage powerful beings. And a few of Hong Tian's subordinates are also disaster transformation state. And a few cauldron-filling state elders of the black demon race. To be able to escape from the might of the 100-mile light sniper, one had to be at least a cauldron-filling state cultivator. Such a lineup, no matter which sector of the West Sea continent it was placed in, was a powerful lineup that could not be ignored. However, at this moment they were forced to flee. The onlookers were completely dumbfounded. They couldn't imagine what had happened in the second demon peak. At this moment Hong Tian roared into the sky, "My big brother is a scumbag. How could he be so ruthless to his own people? I've worked so hard for him all these years and been so loyal to the black demon race. Now that he has just reached the true form realm, his fox's tail has been completely exposed. Not long ago he killed my third brother Hong Su, and now he wants to kill the rest of the race and take over the second demon peak in the black demon race for himself. His words caused a huge uproar. The cultivators gathered at the foot of the mountain were shocked. Hong Ming killed his own brother Hong Su? Hong Ming has actually reached the true form realm. I wonder if this is good or bad for Emodu. Ever since Senior Hong Ming, the power of the black demon race has been declining year by year. I didn't expect a true form powerful being to appear in this generation. It seems that the black demon race has hope of rising again. After hearing that Hong Ming had reached the true form realm, the eyes of an old man in a black robe who was hovering in the air froze. There was another person standing behind the old man. His cultivation level was at the mid-stage disaster transformation realm. However, from the way he stood and his posture, he was clearly the black-robed old man's guard. Thunder King. Hong Ming breaking through to the true form realm is not a good thing for the Thunder Sect. What should we do now? The mid-stage disaster transformation realm old man asked. The black-robed old man didn't reply. Instead, he secretly used his spirit sense to send a voice transmission. Speaking of voice transmission, it was dozens of times more advanced than quintessential essence voice transmission. It used the cultivator's powerful spirit sense to transmit information. Cultivators below the disaster transformation realm wouldn't be able to pry into the content of the voice transmission. Hong Ming reaching the true form realm will only bring us harm and no benefit. Why don't we join forces and charge into the second demon peak, annihilate the black demon race and occupy it? No one knew where Thunder King's voice transmission had reached. However, it was clearly not directed to just one person. Instead, it was directed to a few people. I agree with Brother Thunder King's suggestion, but it won't be easy to break through the second demon peak. There's an ancient defensive formation left behind by Hong Mo on the second Devil Mountain. Although the aura of the formation has been weakening with each passing year, it's still very difficult for the few of us to break the formation based on the two ferocious attacks just now. I feel that the ancient formation isn't as powerful as everyone thinks. The two waves of attacks just now were comparable to the attacks of a true form realm primary stage cultivator. It has already caused the formation to shake violently. If we continue to attack with full force, there's still hope of breaking the formation. I found a formation eye. As long as we break it first, the defensive effect of the formation will be reduced by tens of times. When someone saw through the formation eye, the other powerful beings suddenly went silent. However, after a while, excited voices came from those people one after another. Then we'll attack according to the formation eye provided by sect leader Nya. After we take over the second demon peak, we'll split the resources of the peak equally. Do you have any objections? No objections. Let's start quickly. We'll annihilate Hong Ming before his chi stabilizes. Chapter 2093. Hong Tian's lies had successfully incited a war between the major sects and the Black Demon clan. Suddenly, a dozen figures flew out from the crowd. By the time the cultivators reacted, the space halfway up Demon Mountain No. 2 was already surrounded by over 100 people. Who are those people? What are they trying to do? Oh my god. These are the sect leaders and grand elders of Shanghai's 7 stars or even 8 stars sects. They should be trying to break through the second Devil Peak. There is an ancient defensive array on Demon Mountain No. 2. Even if they work together, they might not be able to break it. The sect master of the major sect, Thunder King, the sect master of the major sect, Sky Demon sect, Nye Yuan, the No. 1 loose cultivator in Demon City, Dark Demon Jin Bei, the sect master of the major sect, Demon Sovereign North. When the identities of the cultivators were revealed, the crowd burst into an uproar. This was a gathering of almost half of the top forces in Demon City. Rumble. A loud sound suddenly rang out in the sky. Over 100 experts attacked at the same time. Sword light filled the sky, enveloping the waist of Demon Mountain No. 2. The entire mountain seemed to shake. A layer of light barrier appeared, and when true essence collided with it, layers of ripples were formed. Brother Nye Yuan, are you sure the array core is at the waist of the mountain? Thunder King asked through his divine sense. Brother Thunder King, don't worry. Although I can't set up an ancient formation, I am at the level of an array king. Finding the array core of this ancient defensive array is not an issue. The few of them understood the situation of the Sky Demon sect. It was the strongest formation sect in Demon City. The sect master Nie Yuan had comprehended the level of a level 7 array king. He was known as the #1 formation master in Demon City. Nie Yuan's words reassured everyone. They spared no effort in attacking the magic arrays on the mountainside. Wave after wave of ferocious attacks shook heaven and earth. The cultivators standing at the foot of the mountain could feel the ground quaking violently. In fact, cracks had even appeared on the ground. Father, what is going on? Is there an earthquake? Inside Demon Mountain number 2, the shaking became even more intense. Hong Chenwu could not even stand and her body was about to be flung out. Hong Ming opened her eyes and looked at the sky. Her expression instantly changed. Not good. The second Devil Peaks formation has been severely damaged. There should be someone attacking the formation core from outside the peak. If the formation core is really destroyed, the second Devil Peak will become the territory of other forces. Qin Fan had already guessed this. He had said that Hong Ming's biggest obstacle in breaking through to the true form realm was not cultivation resources but external interference. Both of his guesses had been verified. Not long ago it was Hong Su, Hong Tian and the others who had come to kill Hong Ming. Now it was the various factions of Demonic City who had joined forces to attack the second demonic peak. Father, wasn't there an ancient defensive formation left behind by the Red Devil ancestor back then on this demon peak? Could it be that it can even destroy an ancient grand formation? Hong Chenwu's expression was one of confusion. I'm not too sure either. Perhaps there are too many factions joining forces this time, and the formation left behind by Ancestor Red Devil has been around for too long. The aura of the formation is no longer what it used to be. Hong Ming added, Young hero Qin, take Hong Chenwu and leave the second Devil Peak first. Find a safe place to hide. After I settle things here, I will come and find you. Qin Fan knew what Hong Ming was thinking. If the second Devil Peak's array formation was really destroyed, this place would become hell. The clansmen of the Mystic Demon clan would either choose to be slaves or die. As the current demon king of the Mystic Demon clan, Hong Ming naturally could not yield to outsiders. If he did, he would most likely die a tragic death on the mountain. He would not have the chance to find Hong Chenwu and Qin Fan after this. Father, I don't want to leave you behind. I want to stay by your side. Hong Chenwu was smart and could see the crux of the matter. Silly girl, leave this place with young hero Qin quickly. Even if you are not afraid of death, you can't implicate him, right? Hong Ming's words hit her daughter's heart. Hong Chenwu was in a dilemma. Before she could make a final decision, Qin Fan leaped into the air and scattered countless array flags in his hands. These array flags floated on the mountainside and formed a faintly discernible light door. Young hero Qin, what is this? Hong Ming asked in surprise. This is the array core that the people outside are attacking. As long as the array core is destroyed, this defensive array will collapse very quickly, Qin Fan explained quickly. The two of them were shocked. Qin Fan could even find the array core of the ancient array. It was clear that his identity as the array king was not just for show. However, very quickly the two of them revealed extremely serious expressions. If it was really as Qin Fan said and the various forces outside had found this array core, then the ancient defensive array of the second Devil Peak would definitely be destroyed. Young hero Qin, hurry and take Chenwu away. After Hong Ming learned of the severity of the situation, his eyes were filled with pleading. Qin Fan had already placed the heaven bell in midair. The mouth of the bell faced the floating array door. Senior Hong Ming, there is no need to say any more. Just focus on your tribulation. I will think of a way to stop the outsiders. Hong Ming was extremely grateful. He could see the determination on Qin Fan's face. He knew that there was no point in trying to persuade him, so he simply started to break through with all his might. 5 minutes later, there was a rumble in the sky. However, it was not caused by the Thunder King and the others attacking the array outside. Instead, it was a new lightning tribulation descending. Whoosh. First, a blazing white lightning bolt tore through the clouds and swooped down like a giant dragon. Closely after, another 7 or 8 lightning bolts descended, not giving anyone a chance to catch their breath. The 9 lightning bolts seemed to form a line in the sky, forming a magnificent and beautiful scene outside the second Devil Peak. The cultivators watching at the foot of the mountain were dumbfounded. Even the Thunder King and the others who were attacking fiercely halfway up the mountain stopped. This is a new lightning tribulation. The Red Ming Fiend King is still undergoing tribulation. He has not reached the true form realm. The spirit rain is falling. This time the spirit rain is even more intense than before. The lightning bolts pierce through the sky and earth, splitting the spirit clouds into two. Heavy rain poured down from the clouds on both sides. Only the second Devil Peak's peak was in the crack space of the spirit rain. It was a clear scene. No one was in the mood to admire this spectacular scene. Most of the cultivators were already sitting cross-legged, using the abundant spirit chi in the spirit rain to increase their cultivation level. The Thunder King and the others were shocked by this spirit rain. There were a few true form realm mighty figures among them, but the previous lightning tribulations triggered when they broke through to the true form realm had not been this exaggerated. Brother Thunder King, is this the true form realm lightning tribulation? Sky Fiend sect leader Nie Yuan asked with his spiritual sense. The Thunder King said uncertainly, I don't know either. Anyway, the true form realm lightning tribulation I triggered back then was not this fierce, and the spirit rain was not this abundant. Should we stop attacking and absorb the spiritual rain first? Someone was getting restless. The number 1 itinerant cultivator of Demonic City, the dark demon Jean Bei, sneered. It's just a spirit rain. Why are you guys so tempted? Aren't you afraid that the other fiendish cultivators will laugh at you? Everyone, don't just stand there. The spirit rain is repairing the array eye that we broke. At this rate, all our attacks will be for nothing in 5 minutes. After hearing what the Jean Bei said, everyone realized that the crack on the array eye was healing rapidly. The Thunder King was the first to strike with his palm. A huge quintessential essence handprint descended from the sky. The surface of the handprint was entwined with ferocious lightning, which was daunting. When the palm landed, a violent explosion was heard from the array eye. The array screen started to ripple like the surface of the sea. Everyone continue attacking the array eye. Since Hong Ming has not reached the true form realm, killing him will be a piece of cake. The Thunder King's voice reverberated in everyone's mind. The group of mighty figures started attacking the array eye again, completely ignoring the spirit rain that was falling. Countless cultivators sat cross-legged outside the second demon peak, absorbing the spirit chi in the spirit rain like crazy. Rumble. Deafening thunder rumbled in the demon peak valley. Qin Fin immediately threw out array flags and guided the lightning into the thunder storage array. When the lightning source in the array was full, he threw in an energy tank and turned the lightning source into the 100-mile light sniper array. A small energy tank was quickly filled. At that moment, the second wave of thunder tribulation gradually subsided. Qin Fin looked at the thunder storage array that was full of lightning sources and felt uneasy. If these thunder storage arrays were detonated, there would be no chance of survival in the entire second Demon Peak Valley. Hong Qinwu was once again shocked by Qin Fin's magical means. The destructive lightning aura seemed to be neutralized with a wave of his hand. Hong Ming was dumbfounded. He had prepared himself for this wave of thunder tribulation, but he realized that not a single lightning bolt had landed on him. An hour later, the third and fourth wave of thunder tribulation landed at the same time. Qin Fin took the opportunity to set up more than 30 thunder storage arrays and barely blocked the power of these two waves of thunder tribulation. 2 hours later, the fifth, sixth, and seventh wave of thunder tribulation landed one after another. By then, the thunder storage array was full of lightning. Qin Fin could only keep the array in the astral realm. If the row of thunder storage arrays was detonated in the valley, even a Zenith Heaven Immortal would not be able to save them. Brother Thunder King. The array eye has loosened. If I'm not wrong, we will be able to break the array eye in half an hour. Nie Yuan used his divine sense to shout. This news immediately made everyone more alert. In the sky above the second Devil Peak, hundreds of supreme experts launched a series of fierce attacks without stopping. Don't underestimate the attack that lasted for more than 4 hours. The amount of true essence consumed was terrifying. Some tripod Ekiana powerful figures seemed exhausted. Even disaster transformation realm powerful figures felt their quintessential essence weakening. However, the Thunder King and the other true form leaders did not change their expressions. Only they knew that a small portion of the quintessential essence in their bodies had been used up. Such a fierce attack was finally effective. After some time, there was a sudden loud sound in the sky above the mountain. The sound even covered the deafening thunder, scaring the tens of thousands of cultivators who were in seclusion at the foot of the demon peak and making them look up. What happened? Damn. The ancient formation on Devil Mountain No. 2 has been destroyed? The array was really broken. The power of these top powerful figures is really terrifying. Spirit rain fell. However, there were very few people who could still calm down and cultivate in seclusion. Many people rushed towards the second demon peak, wanting to enter and find out what was going on. This was the most famous demon peak in the entire demonic city apart from the first demon peak. No fiendish cultivator disciple could resist its temptation. You're tuning in to the Dreamy Chapters YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.